joined a pair of dipshits doing a podcast.
Just the one?
Just the one. Hello there, welcome and good evening. Welcome to the Voices from Behind podcast. The podcast where every week we talk about movies and other things of this nature. I'm the host, Evo, and with me is the co-host, who is also called Evo. And this week we're still on the Carpenter binge, and we're gonna talk about, well,
They live.
They Live. It's in there. I literally just finished watching it as preparation for today. So until then, we're gonna talk about what we did over the week, and then we're gonna talk about some news, which I haven't had the chance to compile a lot of news. All I found was one amazing list that I will share with you later. It's about the Fox and Disney acquisition merger thing, and it talks about what movies are still in development, what movies are not in development, and what movies are coming out or maybe not coming out, which will leave us heavily disappointed about something that we were both looking forward to. But
Let me get the New Mutants. It's not gonna come out.
exactly, no. There's I'm gonna pull up the Reddit thread when we get to it because it's fucking long. So until then, how are you, friend? How was your week?
Well, I went and climbed Mustafa Sunday.
Yes, I heard about that. I saw the picture of that.
But yeah, but those are other people's pictures. I got a couple shared specific, keeping them for my own personal consumptions.
Ooh.
But no, it was actually a pretty fucking easy one because we drove to Borowitz,
Yes.
and from Borowitz we went to the left to Jastrebets.
Yes.
And from Jastrebets it's basically like a 3-hour walk or so. It's not even difficult. But, you know, it got me thinking that if we did the actual walk, that would mean that we have to drive to Borowitz and then start the fucking thing. And it's 4.5 hours to Jastrebets and now 3 hours. And you're like, no.
Just kill me now, please.
I mean, we could do that, but we needed to be a day earlier there and start hiking from 6 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah, so you're there like just before midday.
Midday. It's something like, but it was pretty fine. I mean, the weather was kind of shaky in the beginning. It felt like it was gonna be the weather's gonna be too bad, and we probably wouldn't be able to climb it. But we did.
Okay.
It got clear for a while. It was okay. Then it wasn't. Then we started climbing down. I think it rained after we left. So who gives a shit? A lot of people, though. Really, a ton of people.
Quite lively then.
I mean, it's an easy walk.
Yeah.
It's an easy hike. It doesn't take any fucking skill, so it was filled with fucking I'm gonna call them idiots for reasons. But yeah, a lot of the people brought their fucking newborns with them.
Hiking the tallest fucking peak in the Balkans. They brought their kids.
The peak with the highest prominence is the more correct one, because apparently I was researching it out of pure fucking interest. It turns out that they're ranking them not towards height but towards prominence, which is weird because I never fucking knew that one and I don't even know what the fuck prominence means. So,
Okay.
so when you go and research the highest peaks in Europe, you're gonna get that Musawa's number 8 from the top 10. Just fair.
Okay.
But it's literally higher than the 4 of the peaks on that list, but the prominence is less than theirs, and I'm like, what?
That doesn't make a lot of sense, does it?
I mean, they ranked it. It's official. I don't fucking know what the fucking prominence is, but I will live with it. Doesn't really matter. I mean, the highest one is still Elba, so everything's fine and in order. We met some people from Serbia. Talking about that they were hiking group. They were hiking stuff for fun, and it was like, yeah, we've climbed Ararat and we've climbed Elbrus, and we've done not one, the other one. There's there's a second peak that's really high there. There's the Italian side of the Alps. It's pretty fucking high. I think it was actually top 3 or top 4. No way, top 3 or top 4 are 2 Spanish peaks.
Okay. Geography lessons today.
Yeah. Which killed me if I fucking remember even one of the names. Now probably fucking mispronounced it as always. So I'm not even gonna bother. But yeah, 5th one was that once he's been on the 5th and on Elbrus and fucking a lot of places. So talking some stuff, you know, it just generally he talks things. And then I was considering preparing to hike the Kilimanjaro. Then I learned some shit I'd rather never fucking knew about, because that shit's fucking imbecilic.
Well, go on.
First of
Kilimanjaro
all,
of all places.
oh yeah, that because you have to enter from fucking Tanzania.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, first of all, there's like a $10K of a fee that you have to pay to climb Kilimanjaro.
Okay.
Another $100 because if you're white, you have to pay more. God bless racism.
Yeah.
You can't climb alone anymore, so you need a guide which is fair and another person who would have to carry your own fucking shit.
Okay.
Yeah, you literally pay to have a guy carry your shit around. And I was thinking, I go like, so that's pretty fucking dumb, because if I'm gonna climb that shit, I'm gonna carry that shit on my own unless something bad happens and breaks something. No one's gonna carry my shit, and I will not pay up to some fucking area to carry the shit that he's not supposed. But I have to do that. I'm like, apparently people don't want to fucking climb Kilimanjaro, but it's just like, why bother people coming around in your country paying you shit so you can climb there and go back and get fucking...
Yeah, well, I mean, it's supposed to be like a personal journey. You're not supposed to be paying money for it. It's like...
No.
It's a mountain peak. You go there, you climb the peak, you come back.
No, you usually pay for... I know that for Everest you also pay shit, because you really need to.
Yeah, but Everest is something else.
Well, Kilimanjaro is 5,000. I think its peak is actually higher than the base camp for the Everest one, because
Everest is the place where you climb, and the only way to know you're reaching the top is to just follow the bodies.
I mean, let's go that one. There's also the fact that climbing Everest. I mean, that one will take fucking time, and I probably need to start training from now.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'll think about it maybe someday. But yeah, I was like, $10K for that for climbing Kilimanjaro. I can live with $100 because I'm white. Fuck it. Forcing me to have people with me. No, that's a no. Fuck you. No.
No, so, thank you. You're making me socialize. I refuse to socialize.
I mean, because you have your tempo, and your tempo is the best.
Yeah, you don't want to be like stuck behind someone to do that.
Or be the one that's forcing the group go slow. That's also not fun. So yeah, the best one is you climb alone, or at least with people that know you, so you kind of keep the same one. Because me and my friends is like, climbing it was fine. Climbing down though, me and another guy was just like 20 minutes in front of that one. We're just like goddamn machines.
just running up the hill.
Down the hill, because it was down.
You didn't break another collarbone, did you?
Nah, I'm fine. Okay. Otherwise, I would have said so. Also, with
this podcast brought to you from the hospital.
Yes, it's gonna be interesting. But we also took the harder hike, which is basically with the ropes.
Okay, all right. Extreme.
Nah, it's fucking easy. It's just weird because there isn't a lot of because the metal ropes.
Okay.
This down. And they're usually on some steep rocks, which are stable for the most part, except one place where they had to actually use cement to keep shit intact.
Ugh.
Yeah. I mean, then they
they're more like cables than they are ropes.
Yeah. It's just like you use them for just otherwise you could be able to not use them, but you probably have to look like you're climbing like a dog. Also, a lot of poppers on that. A shit ton of poppers on that mountain.
That's a good thing. Poppers are always welcome anywhere.
Except the fact that half of them were the goddamn pocket variety, and they were so fucking cold, and they were just yapping and being miserable. And I was like, why the fuck did you bring a goddamn?
Why is a chihuahua that's inside a bag climbing with you? This is
no. Most of the people didn't even have them on fucking bags. They just had them out on leashes, which is fine. But
they're tiny dogs though. They can barely like walk, let alone climb things.
And like I said, the hike is really fucking easy. There's nothing difficult than that. You can do it. Anyone can do it. I mean, it's fine. But being around the poodle that's shivering so fucking badly because the temperature was 4 fucking degrees with wind. So congratulations on that one. And being absolutely miserable around the sun, like Yeah, fucking smart. But that's not all. See, we parked in front of the goddamn lift.
Yeah.
And I shit you not, I saw the worst fucking parking thing I've seen since Liverpool. Yeah, since Liverpool. Literally.
Bad parking? Go on.
No, I saw. And we parked. We were getting out and ready to pay for the parking. And this guy was with a combi, with a Passat combi.
Okay. A
Of course.
Volkswagen. Speaking of that, I've actually seen the new electric Volkswagens.
Okay, get this shit.
There's a bunch of posters around town. They actually look nice.
It's a Volkswagen. Why the fuck would you?
So yeah, go on.
At least not an Opel, so at least that.
Excuse me, it's a Vauxhall. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I had actually tried to explain that to, I think it was to Kate, and I was like, so, when you were, because she went to Bulgaria like a couple of months ago, I'm like, did you see any Opels? She goes, what? I'm like, did you see cars that look like these? She goes, I don't look at cars. I'm like, well, if you see cars that look like these, they're actually German branded. They're a German thing. They're not even English. If you take the Vauxhall logo off, the matrix in the back that's there is the Opel one, the plastic.
Yeah, because Vauxhall is the name of the people that produce the engines for Opels, I think.
Whatever it is, they're still a German brand. They're still German developed.
Only in England it's called Vauxhall. So it took me a fucking while to figure.
For some reason, yeah.
I think it's because they got the fucking rights to do it.
Or maybe because it's England and they like to be awkward about things.
I mean, that's a fucking weird thing to be awkward about.
What? Are you telling me? Are you telling me they're never awkward about weird things here? I don't believe that for a second.
Right, so and the guy tried to park. So first of all, he hit the wooden fence behind him 3 times. Before he did, it was like, so the guy was like, so turn left. So he was like, turn the other side. The guy couldn't even fucking park a single car. I was like,
oh,
you fucking kidding me? Oh, it gets worse. So his wife comes out. She's like, you need to move the car. I cannot open the trunk to get the stuff.
Oh, Jesus.
And he was just looking at her deadpan dumb. I don't think he even understood what the fuck he was supposed to do. So he tried to move it forward. He fucking hit the first 3 more times while trying to move forward. I was like, am I fucking seeing things? I mean, why is this? What the fuck is this guy doing? Can someone please explain to me in single words? But now, turns out that he also had a child inside.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I was like, and of course, it was so early in the morning, 8, and I woke up at 4. Wait, sorry, I didn't sleep, so whatever.
You slept in the car.
On the way back.
Oh.
Well, yeah. I mean, I had to at least pop an hour or so before I got back home and went to bed, actually.
Yeah.
But yeah, so me and friends were thinking, I was like, oh, this guy's with the child, with the goddamn, with the child's in front, with those backpacks, I guess.
Yeah.
The best way. And I realized who the fuck this guy is. I was like, by the way he fucking parked, poor fucking child, I pity it. It's gonna be difficult. My friends are like,
that child gonna grow up all weird. Bless that kid.
But yeah, otherwise it was pretty fine. I mean, a shit ton of people who generally don't hike. You can probably fucking tell by their clothes, the way they move, the constant fucking moaning. Because apparently having 4 kilometers.
Speaking of that, I'll tell you a story from last year when you said hiking. I'll tell you a good story about hiking, but carry on.
I swear to God, everybody just climbs this shit for whatever reason, but they all do it because this thing is like the tallest the thing in the Balkans. Also, we will do something great and amazing.
Herp derp derpy herp. Yeah.
Oh, by the way, true story. Apparently, after we climbed up, because it was technically the Rio National Day thing, so everything was cheaper, so that's why we decided to go there.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
And some guy, a vlogger, a really, I guess, famous vlogger here, created an event.
Which one?
Oh, fuck should I know, man?
Itzhaka or Pavel Kolev? Because they're both from my town, and one of them's my neighbor.
I don't fucking know. Just a guy.
Okay.
Whatever the fuck. I never cared too much for that fucking scene of people of morons just running around with the goddamn camera in front of them going like, oh, with a
Hey, what's
like,
up, guys?
I'm here
No,
right now.
these two don't do that. They just do sketches, so they're not technically vloggers.
No, so they created an event about timing Musala together.
Oh no.
Oh, and 1,500 people said that they'll go there. And apparently they kicked up a storm, including the president of the national park. Said that he would pursue because they wanted to fine him for this because too many people would get the peak. It was like they wanted to fine him for this, and
Right, but it's open to the public, so technically.
no, because he was technically their mindset you should be fine because he was creating congestion. I'll get to that. So he was like, we want to fine him with I will pursue the fine and we'll impose the highest amount that we can figure out because fucking the morons are not happy that people are gonna give them money.
Yeah,
I mean,
obviously.
fucking Kilimanjaro all over again. We want to climb.
You want to climb? Money.
And the next day, there was a congestion in one of the other lifts. And the goddamn queue was so long, and someone posted a picture though. I said, I don't know, but these guys are gonna have to find themselves. Otherwise, I don't think anyone's gonna be able to find a single one of them. Fucking trolls. But yeah, I mean, other than that, I mean, it's pretty quiet. I went to a friend's place for 2 nights. We played Heroes 3.
Of course you did.
Oh yeah. And it was crazy. It was tubular.
Dude.
Especially when 5 a.m. in the morning I'm pulling some fucking prayers out of my ass, barely being able to utter a single coherent word.
But those are the best times to pull plays out, when you're half awake and you're just fucking wrecking face for some reason.
Hey, there was this one fight. Kiro was like, hey, we're going to bed. I was like, yeah, sure, just pop a dumb horror movie and just passed out. I actually went to bed and I was thinking only about how to win that fight, and I was dreaming how to win it. And I woke up and I won it with zero fucking losses.
Jesus, you had a what's it called? You had a I forgot the word. The bit where you do dream paralysis, but it's not. Yeah, you had a lucid dream as to how to win the fight. Like you pre-visited it in your head.
No, it's just the only thing I was like, I'm gonna have to win this without a loss, which I did. I actually figured it out. It was like, oh yeah, it's like putting a puzzle together. It's so fucking amazing. But I got talking to a friend of mine, and he was like, I didn't know you were so much into hiking. And I was like, well, listen, hiking is one of the few things that has a tangible reward while doing it.
True.
And it's the one that's basically every step you take, every peak that you pass through to get to your final destination, it reveals more of the beauty. It's much like a math in a way. It's a tangible reward. It's a journey when the end result is the end result, but the beauty that unfolds to you to get to that end result is the actual reward of it.
That was incredibly spiritual.
I know, right?
Just every step you take, every move you make. Don't forget. I'll be watching you.
Yeah, my one math stream, kinda, maybe. I'm not promising anything. I'll probably give more. But yeah, I mean, it's the same principle behind it. And so I got some pictures, so I'll dump them in the Discord because I've dumped them everywhere. I don't want to dump them 50 more fucking times because I can't do it at once in Discord because Discord has an 8 megabytes.
It's a limit of thing, isn't it? Yeah, it's a bit fucking stupid.
It's fucking annoying because every picture I have to post it manually. I'm like, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. And yeah.
So you have to do them separately. Mm-hmm. But then you go, I'll post them over Skype, and then you start laughing and pissing yourself because you said Skype. Because
is that still a thing?
Oh, it still is for some reason. I don't even know why people use it.
Oh, I think I know why, but whatever. For business, actually.
Well, businesses make sense, but even businesses have started using Discord because Discord now has video chat, and it's 10 times better because it doesn't use up as much bandwidth as Skype does.
Well, maybe. I mean, what the Microsoft Discord channel where people just whatever. Oh, by the way, there was an actual chance for me not to be able to do a podcast today because my PC is behaving like shit.
Oh no.
And I think I have to do an actual full reinstall. And today I had to fucking I had to run the fucking diagnostics to fix the issues with the hard driver because I had some fucking fatal errors every time I pull up my PC. Something it just fucking crashed. I was like, this is not supposed to happen.
Are we talking hard crashes or just like
Blue screens with critical error.
Oh no, that's not pretty.
And I was sitting there going like, listen, I would probably be able to manually fucking patch this if I knew exactly which one was the issue, because I probably can fucking find it and manually patch it and do it, but tons of bitches literally do nothing for me. So
yeah.
And I use the stop code just goes gets me every time to the same page, and the same page doesn't do the same shit, so I have to I ran diagnostics 3 times, 2 of which it didn't go through. I was like, okay, that's interestingly weird, but the third one did. I was like, okay, fine.
That's Windows for you sometimes.
I mean, it wasn't just, there was one that was store exception. I was like, the fuck is that?
Yeah, what is that? Store exception doesn't sound like anything I've ever heard. Like,
so I also
error-wise.
had yeah, exactly. So I also had used the stop code. It put me to the same fucking page it did with the critical error, but it's completely different. Because if my mind says correctly, store exception will be something to do with the Windows Store.
Okay.
I think, I'm not sure. I don't. There is no.
Oh yeah, well, why is the Windows Store popping errors that hard? It really shouldn't be doing that. But
I don't know, and I don't want to know. We continue moving onwards with our lives.
Just carry on moving forward. Don't listen to the mans. Just carry on doing what you're doing.
Carry on my wayward son.
Is that all you did?
I also actually watched the movies.
Oh, go on. Tell me about the movies and tell me. Wait, did you watch shit films again that you enjoyed?
No, I actually watched Swamp Thing by Wes Craven.
So you watched shit things that you enjoyed.
Hey, Swamp Thing by Wes Craven was actually pretty fucking good.
I wouldn't say good. I'd say very. It's not held up great.
Well, obviously, in 1982, it surprised us with people trying to get actual the special effects. Of course, it's not gonna fucking age well.
Yeah, that was Wes Craven's attempt at like showing that he can do that type of film.
Which Wes Craven can do a lot of fucking things. Come on,
that's very true.
He's not Carpenter level, but still.
No, nobody's. I don't think anybody's ever reached Carpenter in the way he makes films.
I mean, to be fair, Craven did a lot of things with not to go with Carpenter. They have a very diverse portfolio, to be honest.
Yeah, true. Well, but Craven's also a writer, so it does help in a sense.
Also, I mean, the funny thing is, like, the movie is actually following the same story as in the TV series, kinda, but yeah.
Well, the TV series are based on the movie.
Yes, and
because they came out afterwards. Yeah.
And I must say, I mean, you should probably go and watch it.
Do I want?
It's fun. It's fun. But at least it feels like you're actually watching a goddamn Swamp Thing. I think I watched we watched goddamn 2013, I think, horror movie on Netflix, which was like most.
Wait, I'm loading up the Netflix app as we speak, and I will go on films, and then I'll go on horror, and let's see.
So right to die something, voted most to die or voted most likely to die or some shit like this. The guy is literally with clothes because they basically already graduates and go 10 years after to revisit and do shit.
I have no idea. I'm gonna carry on looking while you're talking, but
it was
yeah.
I mean, pretty women. Dumb plot, extremely dumb fucking kills. Me and my friend just at one point we just fucking woke up and like what? Excuse me?
Excuse me, how is this working? Yeah, I can understand what you mean by that.
Because he had I don't think because when you finish, I mean, basically when you finish here high school and you finish university, you get those special clothes. The one with the square one, the square head.
The hats that you throw in the
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that head was apparently made of fucking titanium because he broke a girl's head skull by basically just bobbing it inside her. Then he did the motion from left to right to slit her throat with it. I was like,
What?
did you exactly? I was like, the fuck did you? The fuck
How
did
does
you just do?
that wait? How does that even work?
I don't know. I can maybe I
Oh
can get the
no.
fucking cutting part if it's really fucking sharpened up because apparently it's a slasher movie, so whatever. I can maybe get behind that, but breaking the skull, what? What the fuck did you just do?
Yeah, that feels like it's a bit. How can I put it?
I was like, did you find it?
No, I'm still looking for it, but I am
Give me a second.
currently in Netflix looking. Wait. So what's the name of it roughly?
Uh, wait! I found it. Most likely to die. That's the name of the movie.
Oh, no idea. Oh, Candyman. Never mind. It's
2000,
Farewell to the Flesh. It's not. It's the second one. It's on Netflix.
2015.
2015.
That's
Okay.
all. There are some special Netflix movies that I might actually check because they weren't exactly
Yeah.
that bad. But we were in the mood for some extremely not a slow movie, just a really dumb ones because we were basically both dead and we're gonna pass out really fucking
Yeah.
soon. So like,
So you're like, might as
nah,
well watch something stupid so we don't have to pay attention to it.
yeah. Oh god, I know this shit. He's out there. That's such a bad movie.
There's quite a few here that I'm looking at that I'm kind of thinking about watching now because there's some really good ones and there's others where you look at them and you're going,
Which
who
one do you
thought
think
this
of?
would be scary? Well, there's one here that's called The Temple.
It's bad.
Is it bad? Damn it.
As far as I remember, the temple was.
It's where the tourists go to Japan and whatever.
Yeah, I wasn't particularly impressed with that one.
I'll tell you one
Though,
that's got the most. Sup, Fraser Taser. Hello. What? Thank you for listening.
which one?
This one is called Awaken the Shadow Man. It's just got the dumbest name ever, and the actors are people I don't know. So it's after his mother disappears, a man returns to his sleepy hometown where an ominous supernatural force targets his family and locals. And that is,
Oh, this one.
yeah, I don't know what it's about, but it looks stupid.
Okay, so I know that. Do you remember that awesome movie that we're probably gonna watch at some point again, Krampus, which for me has become the new Christmas thing? You know that Krampus, right? With Tony Collette
Krampus is pretty good though.
and and Adam Scott's in it.
Yeah,
Right?
Krampus is fucking great.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yes, Fraser, we're currently going over what we did over the week, but somehow we always end up talking about what are we talking about, Evo? About movies. About crap movies that we've watched over the last week. But
yeah, he has a new Netflix movie where basically he's the dad of the Antichrist. I want to watch. I want to watch that one. It seems incredibly dumb. It's a horror comedy.
Krampus. Well, obviously it's a horror comedy, but what's the name of it?
I'm trying to find that one out.
Oh,
I'm
no.
honestly trying.
We'll find it. But do you want me to talk about my week while you're looking? If you've got anything else to add.
Wait. Yeah, it's called Little Evil. It's 2017. I mean, now it's all out of
No,
Netflix.
I'm Little Evo.
A little evil. Right. So, what did you do during your week of doing nothing?
Oh, Fraser in the chat says that a movie called Racing Stripes. He said he found it awful, so put that on the list. Put it on the list.
Okay.
Well, what I do? The new kitchen food thing launched at work, so that's gonna be a pain in the ass to get used to. I went to see Hair, the musical, last night.
Oh.
I went to see I went to the theater. Funny thing about the theater, a woman passed out. She, yeah, it was. I'm guessing it was way too warm or something. Because to be fair, it was pretty warm. So it was fucking warm, yeah, in the theater anyway. And as this first act ends, where everybody literally gets naked on stage, I'm talking buck naked, like nothing is on apart from some headbands. But I got up to go get a drink from the bar, and on my way back, there's this woman. There's a crowd around her. I'm like, what happened here? And one lady goes, oh, she's just very warm, so she passed out.
It's an interesting thing, but okay.
I'm like, what? Why or what? How does this? Anybody helping her? Yeah, her daughter's with her. I'm like, can we get a doctor or something? No, she'll be fine. It's not the first time this has happened. I'm like, why are you taking the woman to the theater if she passes out every time? Later on, they got her on stage at the end of the show, like, because it was sort of interactive as well. So they ended up pulling people from the first couple of rows to like go up and dance on the stage for the final bit. Okay. And as she was going up the stairs, she collapsed again.
Jesus fucking Christ.
I shouldn't be laughing, but it was comedic because all of a sudden one of the girls that was performing, they picked her up, and she was literally just crouched next to the side, but she was still singing the song, but she's like looking after this woman. Oh yeah, no, Fraser, the final song of the first act of Hair, pretty much all the main characters get buck naked and they sing about freedom or something. I forget what it was, but it's a really good movie's pretty good as well. The movie, Desi, that we went to see it together, and she was telling me that the movie is actually like works different. The story's a bit different in that, but they sort of had the same beats. I'm not sure about the naked part, but there is a song dedicated entirely about sex, and the lyrics are like, the lyrics go over words like fellatio and cunnilingus and shit like that. It's funny as hell, but it's your typical musical where the first part is all jovial and funny and haha love, and the second part just goes fuck you, you're gonna be sad for the whole thing now, and then they bring you back with a massive final number. That's pretty much it. It was a good time. What else? Did I say last week that I bought a guitar?
Yes, you did.
I did buy a guitar, yeah. I'm going jamming tomorrow. So
jam me, daddy, harder.
I will jam you, daddy. So, but yeah, I'll have to like be at work for 8:30, finish 2:30, which means that I'll have to get the guitar with me. If I can walk into House of Fraser with a guitar on my back, well, everybody's just gonna be like, ew.
What a millennial.
What a millennial hipster. Yeah. But, so, you know how you were... Yes, Fraser. Oh, fuck!
Congratulations, I realized now you fucking figured it out.
Oh, it's Fraser. Oh, yes, I'm walking into your house, dude. I'm sorry. I'm coming over. I'm on my way now. I have no idea where you live, but I will find you. But, yeah, you were talking about hiking earlier. So I have 4 guitars, Fraser. Tell me which ones to bring. So last year, we went hiking. We went to what's it fucking called? To Snowdonia in Wales.
Wait. Oh yeah. Okay. Fine.
It's a really good hike. It's not super steep, but it gets pretty steep at the end. And it's not super high. I think it's like 1,000 meters or something. But it's a quite very, very scenic, very, very nice views. You see a bunch of lakes. You can kind of see a shitload of like other mountains in the back and stuff like that. But
1,000 meters, you say?
Yeah, it's not super high, but it's high enough to you know what England's like around that bit, especially like the England-Wales connection where everything's sort of flat, but it's also very hilly.
Not flat.
Yeah. So when you're at the top, you can actually see everything. And it was pretty clear as well. But what I was saying was how you were saying about people bringing their infants to like a fucking mountain. Not only can you climb there up, you can just climb to the top like a normal person. There's like 3 different trails, and there's like a difficult, a medium, and like a super easy one. But there's also a little monorail. It's like a little train, like a slow train. And there's like a little tour guide inside, and they tell you that hill over there is this and this and that. So there were people getting on the train. The baby route, exactly. People were getting on the train, going all the way up to the top. And we obviously it was a group of us, and we're all at the top now. And obviously everybody, there's people taking pictures. There's a group of
like Middle Eastern people in a corner somewhere. There's like groups of people everywhere. Yeah, people singing that they're at the top and all that kind of shit. I'm like sending pictures to my parents and stuff, and that she's doing the same. And all of a sudden, this woman gets off because there's there's like a massive train station at the top where the summit is. And this woman gets off the summit dressed in a tight black dress. Imagine like your typical bimbo, but make her kind of English. Put like 12-inch heels on her. And all she did was she literally got off got off the train, got to the summit, but it took her like 10 minutes. It's like 20 meters from the entrance to the big station to the actual summit bit where you have to climb up a bunch of stairs. It took her 10 minutes to get from the station to there because she was in high heels. She could barely walk. But all she did was she got off the train, went up to the summit, took 2 selfies, and went back on the train and went down. It's like, and obviously she's gonna, I went to Snowdonia today, I'm so healthy. I was like, fuck you, lady. It's like you said, hiking should be like, it's, yeah, exactly. There's no point in that. It's fucking stupid. It's like hiking, if you're gonna go climb a peak, climb it like a normal person, put on some fucking boots and just go up the hill. It's not even difficult. Like we said that we're gonna go there and people said, are you prepping for it?
So sorry, for a hike in England.
I'm like, all my friends were like, everybody at work, you're going to Snowdon. I'm like, yeah. Oh, that's you're prepping for it. I'm like, what do you mean? Oh, you get a lot of food. You need to be prepping for at least 3 days. You should be walking a lot. That's a climb and a half. I'm like, and I'm there scratching my head, going, I'm like, realize there's steeper hills in my town. Like,
I mean, you know that the bottom climb is 12 hours, but it's 12 hours just walking.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not just walking.
Dude, there's fucking steeper hills like here in Glasgow. You know? It's fucking stupid, and it's like somebody, and they were like, you should be prepping for Snowdonia. I'm like, why would we be prepping? What do you mean prepping for it? I'm like, yeah, like Fraser says, Rocky montages. Like you were running up like a dirt road and punching a cow and coming back down. It's
hey, you leave the fucking cows alone. They have
cows. I'm not. No, I don't do anything to the cows. It's fine.
Wait, sorry. Wasn't that like? Whatever. Maybe it was sheep. Whatever.
Sheep? No, there were sheep as well. I have plenty of pictures from that day of sheep and a shitload of seagulls, because seagulls are everywhere. They're like the rats of the sky.
That's you mean the pigeons?
Yes. Also, yeah. Fraser's right. Scottish cows could probably knock you the fuck out if you got close to them, because they're carrying Iron Brew and a bottle of Buckfast, and they're just chasing you down a fucking hill. But yeah, like if you're gonna hike, just fucking hike like a normal person, and don't be one of those that gets on the train, gets to the top, takes a selfie, comes down. That's like the most shallow thing you can do.
Well, maybe put like this. Technically, your friends are correct. You should prep for it. I mean, you always fucking prep for it.
Yeah.
But then again, you prep more for the actually difficult hikes. The normal hikes, you can.
Yeah, if you're gonna climb, if it's literally just under a mile in height and it's not steep, apart from the end where it's literally just normal rock formations that have taken the shape of stairs. Yeah, prep. You just get equipment. Fraser says it in the chat. You just get. Put a pair of boots on, put a backpack with a sandwich in it, and enough water to last you the day. And if you're gonna reach the top of the summit, there's always a shop, and you just fucking get a coffee when you get to the top, get a sandwich and come back down. And then there's always a pub, because you're in the UK, so there's a pub at the bottom of the fucking road, so you might as well get in and have like a pint and a fish and chips. You know what I mean?
To be fair, that's actually everywhere.
That's true.
It's everywhere. I mean, the same shit's here. I mean, you still finish the down in fucking Borderlands. There's like 50 of them, but then again, Borderlands is a
massive like resort. So
no, it's not. It's not fucking massive. Borderlands is fucking small. It's like 5 hotels that are just fucking large. And
yes, but it's a nice resort. There used to be a good pizzeria there, I remember, but that was years ago.
No, they have some fucking amazing food. But yeah, I fucking love going to Borderlands every time. I was like, oh, you're Bulgarians, half price of everything. I was like, yeah, no
Yeah,
shit.
boy. Because you can't trick me to pay double. Let me see if I done anything else. I watched Hair. Yeah, I just finished watching the film for tonight. I watched a bit more Young Justice, so that's still great.
I need to
You
watch
need
that.
to jump on it, yeah, because we're gonna have to do a spoiler bit when we get to the final episode, and take a lot of notes.
The anti-life.
Prepare the anti-life equation, yeah. Speaking of that, I got back into COD 4.
Okay, that's fine. Oh, but because you installed Game Ranger, tell me you installed
Because
Game
you told me about Game Ranger last week.
Yeah, I did.
And it was literally just after the podcast finished last week. I downloaded Game Ranger,
Got into COD 4.
installed COD 4, and within 4 matches, I was first in the server with like 62 kills and 7 deaths or something. I was being accused by at least 10 people of hacking, and I've not lost my touch too much, which is good, but also there's not that many servers, which is a bit of a pain. There's like 2 that are decent. Only problem being they're way too overpopulated. So like you know what COD 4 is like. It's maximum 10v10 at best, without it being overcrowded. This one is like 14 on 14, sometimes 15 on 15 on maps of that size. So half the time you're having people spawn out your asshole, and like somebody throws an airstrike down and your whole team's dead. Because even if you're not out in the open, there's another 4 airstrikes coming because somebody magically got a kill streak again. And it's not bad, but you need to play either around this time or after 2 in the morning, because then the server isn't as alive and you can actually get some decent kills in. Because half the time you get some fucker just crouching in a corner shooting people down, and your entire team's just running past and going, how did I die? Like there's a kill count for that. You can see where he is. Fucking just shoot him. Chuck a grenade through the wall. Kill him, man.
Do you want to hear something hilarious?
Something hilarious? Do go on, sir.
My Windows just popped a notification to start an update to state in support.
Oh, no,
apparently,
Windows.
yeah, it was like apparently with all my issues now I have to restart and update shit. That's gonna go out well.
Yeah, that was my computer for a bit until I realized that AVG, the program that my antivirus that I use, it was the problem the whole time.
Well, that's good because let me guess, it's the free version.
Well, obviously.
Well, yeah, that's why. That's
So
how usually they make it.
after I installed COD 4, I played it for 10 minutes just to see if everything works, which obviously it did. Are you fucking stirring tea, you bastard?
Yeah, no, it's a hot cocoa.
It's a hot cocoa. I can hear that. That's pretty loud. But after playing it for about 10 minutes, all of a sudden I took a hot cocoa. Yes, the other Evo's having hot cocoa. So after that, in summer, in this heat wave, he says. Well, he is in Bulgaria at the moment, so it's a bit. Is it still hot there?
Ish. Yesterday was fucking horrendous, but after that was fine. I mean, it's day-to-day stuff. It's pretty much turning into fucking England to this point. One day it's gonna be.
One day it's nice, and then it's raining the day after.
I mean, nice will be raining. Scorching hot is not fine.
Yeah, 40 degrees all day. But what was I saying just before this? I played it for about 10 minutes, and I'm like, just click around here. Okay, I've got everything set up the way I want it to get set up. And I got, obviously, I'm clicking on the game. I'm like, let's play the game. The game alt tabs. Click alt, do alt tab on the keyboard. Nothing. Click on the game down to the taskbar. The game maximizes and then minimizes straight away. And I'm there scratching my head going, what the fuck is going on here? Obviously, I look it up. People are saying, oh, it's something else is pulling focus. Obviously, because it's all tabbing on its own. I'm like, I got a focus tester thing that looks at what's going on. And that's pulling up nothing. I'm like, strange. Then I look into my processes. Nothing's taken up. There's nothing that's actually taken up too much memory. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And so every time I go, there's little. I'm like, what's? Then I'm like, I'm looking at my AVG, and it's like, I'm just trying to like process this and make sure you're not getting disturbed while you're playing your video game. I'm like, you're getting uninstalled. So I uninstalled AVG, got another antivirus, and my whole computer just went flying. I'm talking like things were a bit slow before, even though it's a brand new machine. All of a sudden, it's like it's brand new again. Because it turns out AVG is a fucking hog, even though technically it's not taking up space. Fraser, it literally, I picked it up, and it went through the roof and up to the neighbor, so they had to give it back to me. It was a bit awkward. But honestly, it was like, I installed chicken wings. Honestly, it was like, it was like it's like it was a new machine. I'm not even kidding. Like, if anybody has the free version 8 of AVG on their machine, fucking get rid of it, because it's absolutely fucking horrendous. So
Clusterfuck of no.
Yep, I currently have the free version of malware bytes installed, and that thing is fucking light, and it scans. Put it this way, I put it up for a major scan the moment I installed it. It found at least 3 malwares that AVG hadn't found, and over 87 broken registry files that AVG broke. I'm like, I have not even had this computer for a year yet. Like, how do registry files break? And it turns out that AVG just goes in there and goes.
It's because they get modified by external ones. It's probably what I'm currently facing, and I don't know which piece of shit did to uninstall everything, and I don't know which ones are broken because nothing pops up. And I'm like, ha.
But yeah, so fucking AVG nearly busted my computer open, so I had to get rid of it. So now that I've got rid of it, everything's actually working great. It's working really great. It's like super quick. All my updates are coming through. It was even blocking updates. You know what I mean? It's fucking stupid.
Okay, why the fuck would it do that one?
Exactly. The amount of times I've actually tried to, like, like Windows 10 pops up in the corner and it says, "Hey, you've got an update coming. Do you wanna install the update?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'll install the update." And I click on the update, and then it goes,
boop boop.
I'm like, what the fuck's going on? And the moment I got rid of AVG, like, fucking updates started flying through. I'm like, what's going on? What? How is, Also, Fraser says he would suggest bleach and a Brillo pad.
It's fine. It's fine.
So put some bleach on the computer. Yeah,
I mean,
it's great for cleaning hard drives, he says. Get a scouring pad.
Get a fucking magnet.
Get a magnet, yeah. Oh, did you remember that fucking thread on 4chan?
I showed you that one.
The most magical thread of all time.
I mean, it was so fucking hilarious that people actually searched for the guy. If it turns out it was true. Turns out that IP was never fucking used to access the internet ever again. So there is a hint of truth in that fucking story. That's the most hilarious. So fucked up. For those who don't know, there was this 4chan thread that's been archived.
It should be up on like a copy pasta somewhere.
It was like more than 2 decades ago?
Yeah.
That's some fucking insane shit. There was this kid that was asking how to fix this stuff, so one guy goes into full details of how to erase the tracks of him being on his father's PC by going with a magnet.
Yep.
Over the hard drive, and just as slowly and as thoroughly as possible. And then he types from a different IP that it doesn't want to start, and my father's gonna be back home. What do I have to do to fix this? Please help me. And one guy was like, "Motherfucker, did you realize that you just literally fucking killed it? There's no way of returning that one."
Yep.
Like, oh no. Oh.
Yes, Fraser, it was the police. I have my window open because I'm fucking boiling, and it's like I live on a main road, and it's an absolute fucking shit show sometimes.
Yeah, I know. That's the one thing that bugs me, because back home I don't live on that main street, so I don't hear as much. But I go to fucking England, there's like every fucking day. Oh my god.
England, but Glasgow's not too bad, but like sometimes it's
just weird.
Yes.
It's just weird. It's not something like how should I put it?
Actually, yeah, I do live in the city center, so that doesn't help.
Yeah, I mean, it just kills you, because I know this shit all happens here. It's weird, just weird.
Yeah.
So, shall we?
News? Yeah, let's go to the news. Fuck it. I mean, I don't have
Let's-
many.
I don't
much
have.
news.
I don't have many news.
Many news.
Many a news were had. Yeah, I don't have
mean-
that much either, but I have this list if you want to.
Okay, just show me the list.
So I will give you this list. Let me just put it in the bookmarks because for whatever reason it is not bookmarking itself. Fuck me. Okay, I wanna bookmark this for fuck's sake. There we go. That's what I'm doing. It's in the bookmarks now. We're good. So Boris Johnson news. Speaking of Boris Johnson. Speaking of Boris Johnson, just you wait. Just you wait. I'm gonna put this up on the screen because it's one of the funniest things I think I've ever seen in my life. Let's see here. It's a picture of Mr. Boris that sums up, which just sums him up in his entirety. How can I open this in my... How the fuck do you open messages on Instagram when it's in your browser?
I mean, it's Instagram. I don't fucking use that shit. You're on your own, lad.
I'm on my own. Oh no, it's the Boris Johnson plays guitar. Speaking of that, my dad was actually telling me a story about Boris Johnson.
Talks about Boris now.
No, he was like, did you see the video of him knocking a fucking kid out?
Yeah, I know.
I'm like, what?
Yeah, this was a charity game between Germany and England for raising funds. The motherfucker just tackled him like he was playing rugby.
Yeah. Okay. So
Fucking animal.
Mr. Fraser just posted a picture in the chat. I will put it up on the screen for everybody's viewing pleasure because this is something else. There you go, Evo. You can see it as well. It's on the screen now. But no, I want to post the one where he's playing guitar, and it's one of the most, for the people that play guitar, they'll understand. But even for people that don't, they can still kind of understand.
I mean, I saw on my Facebook a post about Boris Johnson. Some guy dug up from the 17th century in America a permit for prostitution in fucking Florida, or
Okay.
New Orleans, and the chick that was taking the photo looked exactly like Boris Johnson. And I was like, so the capture down there was like Boris Johnson, a time traveling prostitute.
So yeah. Anyway, there you go. I've posted the picture of Boris Johnson playing the guitar. Wait, he is related to royal family. No, but look at the cape. Look at the capo. Look at the what you realize that what he's playing is actually impossible to play because you see the metal bit on the
Yeah, I know.
yeah.
I know that.
That's there to block off the string so you can play higher up on the fretboard without barring too many
Yeah.
chords.
So why the fuck is he holding the?
Because he's a fucking retard, that's why. I saw this picture somewhere, and somebody on the bottom said, "This is my Guitar Hero now. I will strive to be this." Oh, this image just cracks me the fuck up. It's great. I am laughing internally and externally. But yeah, if Fraser can see this in the chat. Oh, we have another person joined us, whoever this is. Thank you. But yeah, it's... it just tickles me. It just tickles me so much.
A couple because.
Yeah, so yeah, oh, I apologize for the noises. Good lord, system noises. There we go. So yeah, essentially we're gonna look at, for some news, there's been a comprehensive guide posted on Reddit about after the Sony Fox merger, what's happened with what movies are canceled, what movies are not canceled, and what movies are sort of in development or maybe coming out. So what's actually canceled? Avatar 4 and 5, shocker. Because the second and third Avatars are in post-production, so they can't cancel them. But
Okay, fine.
Avatar 4 and 5 is canceled, which is good. Yeah, what's canceled? Everything. Fear Street 2 and 3.
The fuck is Fear Street 1?
Fear Street is a book by R.L. Stein.
Wait, wasn't that the...
It's coming out. It's coming out later this
Okay.
year, maybe next year. But it was supposed to be a trilogy based on the books.
And they were gonna,
Okay, fine.
yeah. Fox had him set up, but for whatever reason, obviously now it's been canceled. So the first began shooting in March and is supposed to release in June next year.
Okay.
Death on the Nile is also canceled, which was supposed to be a sequel to the Murder on the Orient Express.
I'm surprised that they even considered releasing that shit, considering the fact that what was it? Yeah, Murder on the Orient Express was a piece of shit, and I watched it on the cinemas with Vesco. It's one of the biggest fucking travesties I've seen in a long time. I mean, fuck me, was it bad? Fun fact, I'm actually went back and started rewatching Hercule Poirot, the TV series.
That's a decent show.
The TV series, 11 fucking seasons. I remember being a little child and watching them on fucking Hallmark and still loving it today. And they actually nailed how Hercule Poirot behaves and looks and sounds.
He's a quirky Frenchman, yeah.
Belgian. He's Belgian.
Oh,
goddamn.
He's Van Damme. He does the splits between Volvo trucks.
No, because he's a short, slightly obese individual who does not like to do any physical fucking exercise.
He's not about the action. He's about just straight up analysis.
Guess what happened in the Murder on the Orient?
Oh, was there action in that one? I forgot. Fraser says he enjoyed it. He said it was predictable and mediocre.
I mean, okay,
but he enjoyed it.
Okay, so here's the thing. I mean, the new version, the one with the old.
Yeah. Fraser, if you don't know, Evo is incredibly cynical. He hates everything.
The fact is, I mean, they kept to the book. They kept it as close as possible to the book. I like that. But the fucking scene and the way Hercule Poirot behaved, I was like, that's not him. You're literally padding time shit with stuff that no point being there. You cut that shit out. It still make a good movie, but no.
The trailer looked nice though.
Oh well, of course it did. I mean, the fucking trailer. Almost every trailer looks nice. Almost.
Bob's Burgers the movie. It was an adaptation of the animated show, and that's canceled as well.
If this is the same TV show I'm thinking about, there's actually some fucking dope-ass burger restaurant.
Yeah, it's the animated show. It's really good. Oh, also another one that's canceled. Garfield was going to be a reboot.
Again?
Yeah, but it was going to be Mark Dindal, and he's like the director of Emperor's New Groove. So he's actually a good. Oh well, never mind. He directed Wonder Park.
Kill me. I mean, I don't know. I was never a big fan of Garfield.
Also, they've canceled the Zorro reboot. It was going to be written and directed by Alfonso Cuarón's son.
You know they're gonna fuck it up. Nothing's gonna beat the Captain Zita
the Banderas one, yeah.
And Antonio Banderas, fucking great actor.
No, Garfield doesn't translate at all nowadays. Much be better off with fucking parodies of it. So yeah, nothing will beat the first Zorro with Anthony Hopkins and
Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Oh
sorry.
God, that woman is just something else. That Welsh lady. Oh yeah, I wouldn't be surprised they reboot The Godfather now. Fraser is saying it.
Fuck no.
It's like rebooting The Godfather, yeah. So, movies that are coming out, according to the list, it says none of these are being canceled. They're safe and their planned U.S. release dates are listed. So we're getting Ad Astra. That's the fucking
I don't know this one.
The Brad Pitt space movie.
Okay, fine.
The King's Man, a prequel to the Kingsman films.
Yeah, we discussed this last week.
The
trailer is so bad.
Yeah. The Woman in the Window. A crime drama about an agoraphobic woman based on the best-selling book from Joe Wright.
Oh, yeah. I watched the trailer for this one.
Starring Amy Adams, unknown release date.
Yeah, I think it's fine.
It's Amy Adams. I'll watch anything she's in. So, you know. Underwater. An earthquake devastates an underwater laboratory from William Eubank, The Signal, starring Kirsten Stewart. Which, again, unknown release date.
I'll watch it.
Judy. Biopic on Judy Garland set in the 1960s from Rupert Gould. It's his debut feature, starring Renee Zellweger on September... This year in September.
Yeah.
Yeah, there isn't a lot of info on Underwater because this is literally just the list we're going off on Reddit. Can I actually post this in the chat?
I mean, you can leave a link afterwards.
Oh, there we go. It's in the chat. But I'm going to leave a link
Sorry.
after we upload this later. It's going to be in the description. Right? We're getting Terminator. Obviously, that's a thing.
That's set in stone. Can't do shit about it.
Yeah, Terminator, November 1st.
I'll check it out, but I'll probably not like it because,
Then we have,
like I said,
yeah. I mean, I'm probably going to watch it because I actually haven't watched the Terminator film since Salvation. So.
I mean, it's the same shit every time. Oh, how are we gonna fucking remake the T-1000 again?
Yeah, it's a double. It's a
Every fucking
2000.
time.
Right, then we have Ford versus Ferrari, or Ford v Ferrari. Biopic on Carroll Shelby and Ken Miles, who helped Ford challenge Ferrari on the track. From James Mangold, who directed Logan and Walk the Line. Matt Damon and Christian Bale in November this year.
I won't watch it. It's gonna be about cars and racing. I'm bored by these things. So
It's not gone in 60 seconds. So.
Call the
Wild, an animation about a sled dog struggling to survive in the Alaska wild from Chris Sanders. Hello. It's by the guy that directed House of Training Dragon. So yes, I'm saying yes on this one. The New Mutants. There we go. This is Evo I told you about earlier in the show.
At least they're not fucking canceling this.
The New Mutants, the thrice postponed X-Men horror spin-off, is rumored to be a Hulu original.
Okay, just get it out. Please get it out.
I just want to see it, yeah.
But we always probably.
So yeah,
I guess it's come up.
Free Guy. Ryan Reynolds learns he's an NPC in a video game from Sean Levi, Stranger Things Night at the Museum. Also starring Channing Tatum and Joe Carey. Coming out on my birthday next year.
I don't think that this is going to be a good... Fuck it, they have a whole...
Yes, Fraser, that pretty much means that we're not going to get it. But,
yeah,
let's hope. West Side Story, a reboot of this 1961 musical.
Fuck that.
Spielberg's going to direct.
Kill it with fire.
Yeah.
Move on. Fuck. Fear Street, you already told me.
Yep. Nimona?
Nimona?
Animated magical fantasy from Blue Sky Studios, from Patrick Osborne.
No set cast. I guess.
Okay, Avatar 2 and 3 obviously are coming out.
An underwater prequel to Avatar.
Oh, it's going to be a prequel.
To Avatar 3 and possible sequel to Avatar.
America, explain.
Why didn't you say it's gonna be a sequel to Avatar 1?
No, I didn't think why is Avatar 2 a prequel? I thought it was a sequel.
Yeah, but
Avatar 2, an underwater prequel to Avatar 3, and possibly a sequel to Avatar 1.
Exactly. So why didn't they start with this is a sequel to Avatar 1? Because of course it's gonna be probably a prequel to Avatar 3, unless the Avatar 3 is a prequel, in which case fine. But
oh, it's a prequel to 3. Why don't they just say Avatar 2 and 3 then instead of explaining it like in such a retarded fashion? I
don't know. That's so.
Oh, speaking of which, Colors of Space is gonna premiere somewhere. I was reading it earlier. The Nick Cage Lovecraftian horror thing.
But that's miles away, man.
I know, but I want to see it. Yeah, Colors of Space, starring Nicolas Cage, to have a world premiere at Toronto International Film Festival.
Yeah, 2019. Tom's documentary following catastrophe Richard Stanley. No more info, but it says it was updated at the beginning of June. Apparently, it has a cast with Kuronika Kilcher.
Yeah. We don't read names well. We don't read well.
To be fair, this name I think I did the best I could with this one.
Yes, they are rebooting Flash Gordon. Yes, they are.
We know.
Okay, so 40 Thieves canceled. Okay, so this list, we're not going to go over the whole list because it's 276 undergoing projects.
Okay, let's see. Okay.
No,
wait. Assassin's Creed 2.
A sequel to the 2015 Michael Fassbender 5.
Did they really think that this was gonna go well? Because the first one was a piece of shit.
What first one?
Yeah, let's pretend.
When I was guesting on Phil's podcast, he was like, "So you remember the he was like, the Assassin's Creed film?" I'm like, "What Assassin's Creed film?" He goes, "Assassin's Creed." I'm like, "What?" So it took him like a second to realize I was actually like, "No, Phil, we're not talking about Assassin's Creed." What, Mega Man? Oh, Fraser's gone down the list somewhere, but I'm guessing we're getting Mega Man.
Commando.
Oh no.
Hitman 2, because of course the first one was...
Chronicle 2.
Wait, which one was Chronicle?
Chronicle was the found footage one by what's his face, the guy that directed
I remember now.
Fan Forstick.
Yeah. Magic the Gathering adaptation, the popular card game. Excuse me. I will copy this for a second.
Yeah, copy this for yourself, because you and I are gonna find the time to go watch this together.
No. This is some.
Yes, I mean Mega Man is getting done. Obviously, Sonic is such a roaring success.
I need to pause this to Zed because he's a.
Zed is gonna freak the fuck out.
No, because he's probably gonna get fucking confused.
I pushed my mic. I apologize.
I mean, let me explain like this. Magic has a lot of the deep lore with the years, with the years, and recently they released for their Avengers style shit that happened. They released a book. This book was supposed to happen with the previous stories and the payoffs and stuff that happened. None of the fucking
it's gonna be a person getting either sucked into the Magic the Gathering world or somehow magical cards falling in our reality. That's what it's gonna be.
No, there's actually people that sling magic and do shit.
No, I'm saying that's what the film's gonna be.
No. You know it's not gonna be that one.
It's gonna be that one. I'm sorry, but did you know about Monster Hunter, don't you? And how it's gonna be modern day mixed with Monster Hunter because portals. Because fuck us, we don't deserve. This is why we can't get anything
apparently
nice.
There is a Play-Doh fucking movie.
There's a Sims movie as well.
I mean, am I having a fucking seizure? Is this real? Oh, the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, the reboot.
Yeah.
Yes,
yes, Fraser is right. This is Detective Pikachu syndrome. Because people are like, Pikachu did well.
I mean, to be fair, the Return of Killer Cars from Outer Space in 3D, please, motherfucker.
Hopefully, yes. These are all technically in development, but nothing confirmed. So, also, Toymageddon reboot of the movie Small Soldiers.
Small Soldiers was fucking garbage. Even though I liked the movie because the movie was basically from my childhood. It was a pretty fucking bad movie.
Yeah. Okay. Untitled Project.
So these ones are the scrapped ones. I think they're scrapped actually at this point.
Two long Dittery movies scrapped include Magic the Gathering, a Sims movie, a McDonald's Monopoly true story crime thriller from Ben Affleck, a Chronicle sequel, and the Sandlot prequel. Pink Panther and the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen reboots. Flash Gordon reboot from Taika Waititi, which would have been great if it actually happened. 2 movies starring Sacha Baron Cohen and Jim Carrey. 2 projects by Matt Reeves. 2 by Drew Goddard. And one's by Tim Miller, David Ayer, Jason Segel, and Cary Fukunaga, all sprinkled in between with a shitload of Sean Levi and Paul Feig stuff. I mean, I'm saying Paul Feig shouldn't be making movies anymore, but that's just me. And the Bob's Burgers movie is up in the air.
The 3 Misfortunes of Geppetto. I actually... The first read that one is Gestapo. I was like, wait,
no. Don't
Don't
mention the Gestapo. You don't want them hobbling over here.
I mean,
for those that don't know, that was a Low reference. I wasn't being racist or anything. If you haven't watched the Low, watch the Low. It's a great show.
I know. Most people that actually live in the UK know about that show. Like, it's really fucking amazing.
It's a really good show. Good meal.
To be fair, I mean, with the movies that to actually come out, it's fine. I'll probably watch some of them. Probably not gonna like most of them, but still, it's something. The ones that are cancelled, thank fuck for cancelling those ones. That probably just fucking burn something down.
At the end of the day, it's Disney, and if they see the fact that they're gonna be able to make money out of it, they will fucking start it up. But don't forget, it's good that Disney beat Disney in the box office where Disney was already in the lead, because that's where things are going.
So get this shit. Do you remember that shitty 90s horror movie called Event Horizon?
I wouldn't say shitty, but yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty fucking
The
shitty.
director's cut, if you watch that, it makes a bit more sense.
No, it doesn't. It's still fucking shitty, except that there's 2 minutes
Evo,
of...
there's gore. There's tits, and they have spikes going through them.
In the 2 minutes that were cut and the way that he shot them, you basically barely fucking see shit. Yeah, it's a pretty bad one.
Tits.
I don't give a shit. I can just watch porn. So,
But do they have spikes going through them? With a black man impaled on a spike with a spike going through his mouth and there's barbed wire everywhere?
You can find me if you search hard enough.
It just depends what you're into, yeah.
I mean, if you're into a spoiler market for it, why not? But yeah, so
Fraser knows where to go for that. Leave links. Not in this chat. Put them somewhere. Email me.
So Event Horizon has a TV series being made by fucking Amazon.
Oh.
Yeah, that's gonna happen apparently. I'll give it a watch.
Have you managed to get a hand on the boys?
You know what? Managed to what? I mean,
yes, I am coming to your house, Fraser. We're gonna watch some steaks through people later.
I mean,
that sounded a lot better in my head.
Yeah, it's still early though, but I guess they're actually gonna go for it. Because why not? Also, get this shit. There's a movie called Home that's gonna come out. It's by
Vlad.
Eli
Vlad can come.
Eli Roth. It's fucking
Eli Roth. Okay.
And the people from behind the Brian Woods, who wrote A Quiet Place, directed by Scott Beck, and has Katie Stevens. And
What's
it's
the
a horror
movie called?
Haunt.
Haunt?
Yes.
Give link, please, so I may haunt me, daddy. Just imagine people being fucking shitheads. And
naturally, it's coming out on digital in September.
There's a TikTok thought somewhere. She's like, "Daddy, I want you to haunt me." There's a ghost. Ghost is like, "Nope, I'm not touching that with a 10-foot pole." Worst Nightmares comes to life at Haunt trailer. Okay, all right. But yeah, there's been a couple of scenes online from the boys, and it looks actually kind of faithful. There's a bit where Carl Urban is fighting an invisible man, and to like get him to de-invisible, he spits blood in his face and starts punching him. It's pretty good. Well, London Calling is playing in the background.
I mean, I just after that, I mean, fucking yeah, I think officially fucking gave up on Anthem.
Oh God. Oh, Fraser, why are you looking forward to Star Trek Picard? No, don't look forward to that. Watch Red Letter Media talk about it, and you'll understand. What about Anthem? EA have given up on Anthem.
Yeah.
Are you shocked in any way?
Yeah, actually I am, because I thought they tried to milk this shit for as long as
No, they tried to milk it until they realized they got a shit product on their hands, and they ended up blaming it on BioWare, even though BioWare had nothing to do with it. Now I'm saying Picard doesn't look very promising to me. I don't really watch Star Trek, but that one just looks like a horrible cash grab. But Picard, Red Letter Media, Picard. No. Where is it? But yeah, Fraser, if you don't know about Red Letter Media, they talk about Star Trek so much, and they do a lot of great predictions.
Yeah, apparently this is the shot from the movie.
Oh, the shot from the movie?
No, the Colors of Space with Nick Cage.
Oh yeah, that's the one I was looking at, which looks fucking incredible. Let me put it up on the screen. Saves the image. It kind of looks like the trippy scenes from
Mandy.
No, if you haven't watched Midsommar yet, have you?
Nah, not yet. I mean,
it looks like the bits where they're all tripping in Midsommar.
It also reminds me more of Mandy, but I'm fine with either.
There we go. It's on the screen. That's a shot from the Colors of Space, and I'm actually looking forward to that because Nick Cage of Lovecraftian horror is up my alley.
It's almost in front of all of our allies.
Yes.
For reasons. But then again, it's like, I do agree that it's pretty fucking difficult to create an actually Lovecraftian horror movie properly.
Yeah, because it's supposed to be cerebral and hard to describe and stuff.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. There we go.
But you actually are describing it because you're putting it in fucking pictures, so it kind of doesn't make sense.
Yeah, like that's true. You're not supposed to be putting it in pictures, but...
That's why the Mouth of Madness and... fine, because it wasn't a bundle of crafty horror, it was the fucked up shit that
it was the personal journey. Yeah.
It was, I mean,
so yeah, EA giving up on Anthem doesn't surprise me at all.
I mean,
they ended up trying to blame it on BioWare, and it wasn't even BioWare's fault because BioWare were just pushed so much that they ended up creating a crap product because of it.
I mean, no, I think there was some other fucking news that happened, but it was mostly fucked up shit in the gaming industry of people screwing things over.
Yep.
I think there was. I just saw some guy posted about fucking 2K terminating a guy's channel, fan's channel, false pretenses on fucking YouTube. I was like, not even gonna bother watching this one because I'm tired.
Well, it's not even
Same
that.
shit.
It's YouTube has been going pretty weird recently because there's a Swedish YouTuber, I forget his name, but he posted a video about how over 200 of his videos have been copyright claimed for using 50 seconds of a song he has the right to use because it's his outro to every video, and it's like,
Oh yeah.
just fuck off, Warner Media Group, because they're the ones responsible for all of it.
I mean, that's why you should at least try and create your own music. It might be shitty, but at least it's
Yeah,
something.
but it's not even that. Like on not on this channel, on my previous channel. Was it this? It might even be this. Yeah, it is this channel. On one of our videos from back at university,
Yeah.
that got copyright claimed.
Really?
Yeah, it was like these 2 seconds of this part of the video are using a song by this band. I'm like, one, no, because I made all that music myself, and it's all loops, royalty-free loops within a like audio editing software. So, fuck you. And I never got a response to that. So I think I either removed the video, or ended up changing it for those 2 seconds, but it's still like the robot basically said did the thing, and everybody started freaking out. So that's how YouTube is functioning at the moment, and that's how it's been for a while, and it's not perfect.
I mean, I do kind of understand because it really makes no sense. Otherwise, you're asking like fucking people to manually check every fucking video that's been uploaded.
It's not even manually checking. It's once the video flags up as copyright, it's gonna be super obvious if it is or not. But if it says there's 2 seconds, a person can literally just click on the time frame of that video because YouTube have enough people to be able to fact check this. I hope.
Actually, no, because it's like fucking Google. I think there's less than 200 people that actually work at Google at this point. It's mostly automated. That's the whole point. They automate this shit. They don't have people that are there for that one. They hire or at least they outsource for the bots, the maintenance for the bots. That's pretty much the rest of them just sit at fucking YouTube and think of shit to do. Pretty much it. This is pretty weird because at one point, yeah, they don't have the fucking manpower because they don't hire it. Secondly, the fucking manpower required to do that shit is just fucking horrendous and it's never gonna work out properly. It's like this no-win situation and YouTube doesn't give a shit and doesn't try to fix it and people just fucking abuse it. Thankfully, it's like we can at this point we can pay whatever the fuck we put in this channel because no one gives 2 shits because we're so small.
Yeah.
No one cares. It's like that one guy because this happened on Twitch was streaming pornography 24/7 and the only reason why it got banned, the channel got banned was because people at Reddit said like, oh look at this guy, he's streaming pornography, and it was up there, and the Twitch was like, that's not allowed. And this was a fucking month after he did it every day non-stop and you're like,
yeah, I mean,
the fuck.
We haven't had any strikes as of yet, even though we haven't used any music as of yet or anything like that. But it's not even that. It's like we're technically not advertiser friendly because we upload once a week and they're like super long videos. So if your retention isn't super long. Speaking of uploads, I'm gonna try and find us a new platform to move to for just pure audio because Mixcloud are being shits at the moment with their overall policies and stuff, and their listening is pretty bad. So I'm gonna see there's a couple of options where we can get pretty much on everywhere, and maybe hopefully
Here's an idea: find one that you can download podcast on phone, people to listen. But some of my friends, the people who actually listen to the podcast, on YouTube/Mixcloud, were like, can't you put this somewhere where you can actually download on the phone? Because I actually have
Yeah, well, let me see. I'm pretty sure we can do Libsyn.
Podcasts.
Yeah, Libsyn, but I think Libsyn costs money. How much? Let's see here. Libsyn. That's what a lot of podcasters use. They go to Libsyn, and they $5 a month.
Oh, it's not horrendous, but
right now it's not ideal. Are you in control of your podcast, hosting, distribution, monetization?
Yeah.
We connect you to audiences everywhere. 100% compliant Apple Podcasts, optimized RSS feed, and powerful integrations. There's also Whooshka, which I'm pretty sure Whooshka is like free up until a certain point. So that's good. But let's see what Libsyn has to offer. So $5 a month, unlimited audience, monthly storage of 50 meg, which isn't ideal for us.
Well, we'll figure it out.
It's going to be $15 if we do the proper thing.
I mean, fair.
Yeah, well, I'll see what Whooshka. I think Whooshka is like 5 gig per month or something like that. And that one literally takes your podcasts and puts out on everything, like Spotify and Google Music and Apple Podcasts and stuff like that. Speaking of Apple, I might be becoming an Apple user soon.
Oh, you're planning on buying an iPhone?
Yes.
Oh, nice. 10?
10S.
Sorry, X.
S. It's 10S. XS, whatever. Yeah, only reason being because my Nokia, bless its heart, still works, but it's slowly bricking. And I don't even understand why it's bricking. Like earlier today, just completely lost connection to all Bluetooth devices around it, and I was like,
that sounds like the issue is with the so you probably have some you need to do a factory reinstall.
It's like that. No, it's a hardware thing because my ports have slowly
might be. You have to go.
My ports have slowly been degrading as well. It looks like water damage, even though it's never been near any water. So I don't understand what's going on there. So if it carries on like this, I was gonna wait till November to get an upgrade, but obviously I can't. If it carries on, I'm gonna have to do it early.
I mean, you probably enjoy iPhone. It's pretty decent. I mean,
it's the only reason why I want an iPhone, or not want an iPhone, is I wanted the Nokia 9. That is unavailable in the UK, except for some shady business, which you don't want to bother with because I don't trust it.
Oh, you can buy one from Alibaba.
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
Why?
Like, my mom is getting that for her birthday, which is fine, which I envy her for, because that's the one with the 5 cameras on the back. But it's not available anywhere. Then I thought, maybe a Pixel. But then I thought, no, I can't be asked with a Pixel, because I just don't want a Pixel. Then I thought, somebody said Samsung, and I laughed in their face. Then Huawei, but they're skinned and they're obviously not stock Android. Then I thought about OnePlus, but I don't like OnePlus for some reason. So then the only other thing was like, you know what, fuck it, I'll just get an iPhone. I'll jump the fence for a bit. No what?
No HTC.
No, the HTC has been not great recently. For a while. Plus, nobody makes metal phones anymore. Everything is glass, so it literally doesn't matter what I get because it's all fucking made of glass.
Except the iPhones. The iPhones have this aluminum.
They have stainless steel around the corners, but they're still glass on the back and front.
Really, mine isn't.
Yeah, it is. I bet yours is glass as well. You've got the 10, don't you?
Yeah.
That's glass. Do you know how much it is to replace the back glass if it cracks?
About £1,000.
£500. That's half the price of the phone.
Yeah,
because my Nokia is metal, but it's still like, it's bricking. Bless it. So I'm gonna have to, if it carries on like this and I can't charge it overnight, I'm gonna have to like replace it sooner than later. Carry on my Nokia.
No, but I mean, fair. Whatever.
Yeah. So I might be becoming an Apple user. People are like, but why? What about Android? I'm like, I can use the exact same apps on Apple, and I don't exactly abuse all of Android's features apart from the customizable screens. That is literally all I use it for. So I don't really see a big issue moving over to Apple, considering that all my apps will work the exact same way.
But yeah, currently I'm starting the picture dump.
Oh, right.
The stuff. So I took those pictures with my fucking iPhone.
Yeah.
And especially the one of them. This is the quality of a person who doesn't give two shits about quality.
No, but the iPhones take good pictures.
Yeah, they do. They actually really do.
Yeah.
No, because many people are like, oh, but this one's a 10 megapixel camera.
Oh no!
Quality of the
People that start talking about megapixels straight away are fucking idiots. Because it's not about the megapixels on the sensor. It's about how the software uses the sensor. So, oh, it's a dog. It's a picture of a dog.
Yeah, that's.
Oh, is that the idiot that knocked the TV over?
Yeah, that's the idiot that knocked the TV over. Also known as dumb fuck, also known as pig, also known as the White Avalanche. Also known as by 50 other fucking names, because I swear to God, it's dark.
Also, yeah, speaking of iPhone, I can literally install Google Photos on my iPhone and just use my storage that I have, because I have free storage on Google Photos with a Google account, so I can do that as well.
Okay.
Plus, and people are like, well, what are you going to do if you want to listen to music and you have to like sync iTunes up? I'm like, I technically currently mainly listen to podcasts and I download those, so you can still do that on an iPhone. And for music, I've been using Spotify, even though it's the not paid version. It's just the free version. I'm using that.
I don't like Spotify as much.
See, I don't like it too much, but it's got everything I listen to on it, so.
I mean, surprisingly, Spotify does not have most of the things I listen to, so I'm kind of hard-coded into listening to fucking YouTube. I'm like,
yeah, YouTube works as well, but it takes up a lot more bandwidth. Like, on Spotify right now, I literally have a playlist of all the bands I listen to, and they're all on there. It's a playlist with, like, Mastodon and Lamb of God and, like, Meshuggah and stuff. It's all the genres that I listen to are there. The fucking behemoth on there, so I don't give a shit. At some point, I will get premium, maybe. But until then, we'll see. So, last week,
yes,
before you disappeared to give birth to a mud goblin.
Oh yeah. I mean, I was constructing a goddamn tower.
You made a dam.
Which reminds me, last week I kind of forgot to mention about the whole. I mean, I guess we talked about the whole way that the Prince of Darkness works with the goddamn extraterrestrial fucking Lucifer stuff.
Yeah, I talked a bit about it by the time when you went. Yeah, I talked about the bit with the cockroaches. That was pretty cool. Beatles was a cockroach. What was one or two?
No, the whole idea was the way people fucking responded to the whole notion that goddamn Lucifer extraterrestrial. They're like, yeah, that actually makes sense.
Nobody questions it too much. Like the moment they hear it, because they're all scientists, and they go, "What, Lucifer? This is bullshit." And then they look at the science and they go,
those are differential equations. Goddamn fucking Christ! We didn't invent the
exactly.
Since the 15th century.
They all literally use solid logic to solve it all, and it's a good time.
I mean, yeah. I also fucking love the Chinese guy who was basically the Slash.
The comedic relief who was just an asshole the whole time and never grew as a character because he was an asshole the whole time. Even by the end, he was still an asshole.
Yeah. But yeah, I have to watch.
Knocks someone out with a brick.
God, the fucking mental guy. Gorgeous motherfucker.
They Live was a film. Is yet another film, another Carpenter film where a man with a mullet fights aliens.
Well, let's go with aliens.
Interdimensional beings, yeah.
It stars Rowdy Roddy Piper, who, for people who don't watch wrestling, which I get you, is one of the most prolific and known talkers in the business.
He back in the day, he used to cut some of the best promos.
I mean, him and a couple of other guys, but yeah.
Him and fucking Macho Man. It was them two.
No, Jake the Snake.
Jake the Snake?
Exactly. The dumbest name in existence, one of the best stalkers in business.
Should have known Jake the Snake, though.
But yeah, I mean, so what it does, because wrestling works like this. They're playing characters.
Oh, where's Phil now? Do you want me to message Phil? Because he's playing video games right now. Do you want me to message him just to jump in for a minute to talk about... 1 sec.
I mean, he enjoys wrestling.
Phil.
Talk to him.
I will message him. Phil. Wait, I'm leaving him a note. Okay, good. Phil. We're talking about...
Wrestling.
If you wanna jump, this is keyboard ASMR. Jump in for a quick minute. There we go. I've messaged him.
Yeah. So the way it works is like they play personas, and they try to
Yes.
sell you a product, a story.
Yes.
It's like a movie. So they're trying to sell it to you, and the big part of it is they have to go out and talk.
Yeah.
And the talking part is really difficult because technically they have to act as well.
And a lot of them are bad actors.
Well, not bad actors, just sometimes the lines that they're given because
Are not great.
Follow a script are fucking horrendous. And there was this one that Roman Reigns just says, "Suffering succotash."
Holy shit!
Holy shit!
I'm here.
You heard,
Christ, he heard wrestling from across the realms, and he's here. Holy fuck! That was quick.
I'm on my phone. That's why I was.
No, that's fine. That's fine. Welcome, friend of the show, Phil Better.
I'm so glad to be back.
He's back on the show. I messaged him because we were talking about They Live.
About what?
They Live. The Carpenter from with Rowdy Piper.
Okay.
The one where basically a lot of the modern pop culture comes from.
Yeah.
God damn.
And so I told
basic
Evo I'm gonna message Phil and see if he wants to jump in because he likes wrestling. And within seconds, Phil was like, just pops up in the chat like, yes, Phil. Good job, Phil.
Yeah, I was in the process of explaining how basic the wrestling works, and what the fuck they do and how they do it, and why Roddy Piper was one of the best talkers of his era, together with Jake the Snake.
Piper is a king.
Yeah, he is one. He was one. God bless him. He also with Jake the Snake, man. Those two were fucking animals on the mic. Just fucking amazing, both of them.
Yeah, they were different breed. There was a different breed of wrestlers back then.
I mean, they didn't have fucking scripts. They just had to think everything up, which was kind of the point. So that's the reason why Roddy Piper was kind of successful in the movies, because it was like you were watching wrestling, but you weren't watching this. We were actually watching a movie for Roddy Piper, and he was always amazing, like in this movie. Because this movie he plays a drifter who goes from
a hermit
where was it?
of sorts. As Vesco used to say, he's a free roaming urban nomad.
Yeah, people won't know that. I mean, he used to work somewhere down south in America, then moved up to what looked like fucking Detroit.
No, it's on the West Coast.
I know it's not.
I forget
I
the
know
name
it's
of the
not.
place, but Phil, like
Yes.
we were trying to talk about the 80s and were the best wrestlers back then, and I said Macho Man. What do you say for wrestlers? Like Piper's obvious. He's like top notch, but who else?
For wrestlers, man, you still have to give it to Hogan, because even though he's not the greatest right now and a lot of bad is around him, Hogan revolutionized the game. When he came over from NWA to the WWE, he put sports entertainment on the map. If it wasn't for him, we wouldn't have half the guys we have today.
And sex tapes.
Yeah, that is true. Although, there was the coin term of 5 Move Doom, which is basically the Hogan way of doing things.
Yeah.
And the whole shtick, because he's the good guy, he always gets beaten up, and then the crowd starts cheering in, and they give him the energy, and he turns around the match. He fucking patented that in wrestling, and that made him the push. Cause
he's the ultimate Dragon Ball character. Everybody gives him his energy, and he gets up.
He was a Dragon Ball character before Dragon Ball thing.
Yeah.
And it worked out because it made the fans feel more involved and more interested in what's going on. And after that, Vince is trying to recapture the fucking thing every time. It was Lex Luger, it was fucking Roman Reigns.
It was Cena, it was Roman Reigns, it was it was Triple H after Stone Cold stopped doing his thing. It was Triple H getting pushed for that.
Well, I think it didn't hurt that Trips was also married to the daughter of Vince.
Yeah.
Yes, that's true.
At that point, he was already married.
Yeah, he's married. He's already proven himself with the DX.
Yeah.
So, go ahead.
He had a lot of help from Sean and the other two pushing him because they were, the clique. They were always helping each other. So, technically he also got a lot of help from them because he was a nobody. He was the only one guy who got punished for the whole curtain call, and for reasons that are fucking obvious. But yeah,
The curtain call, yeah. Well, the curtain call was okayed by Vince. Vince okayed it. What happened was because people had taken photos of it, it became well known, and that really damaged the kayfabe.
Oh shit! Is that what it was?
yeah,
Yeah.
because
I thought it was just like a failed sort of marketing thing. So people sort of gave up on it.
No. Basically, it ruined kayfabe because at the moment the clique, which was basically Scott Hall, Kevin Nash, Trips, and Shawn Michaels, were feuding with each other. So it's like two good guys, two bad guys
Yeah.
that have feuds between each other. Before Scott Hall and Kevin Nash left the company, they all after the show went and embraced in a hug, and people saw that and realized, shit, they're probably not even actually enemies.
Shit, it's not real. Wrestling is fake, everyone.
But here's the thing. In my honest opinion, the kayfabe would have never fucking survived at all, especially nowadays.
No.
It's just fucking impossible with the social media and stuff. The moment the fucking MySpace came up, kayfabe would have died.
Yeah,
True.
like you have the Iron Sheik, who still keeps kayfabe a bit, but he's like fully embraced.
Yeah, but Sheik is his own man at this point. He's an absolute.
Yeah.
He stayed that character ever since he like.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's the drugs. That's the drugs.
That's all
that
the
doesn't
cocaine.
matter.
Yeah.
Yeah, the cocaine and hookers and that. But Roddy was the same way. Like he lived 24/7 kayfabe. He was Roddy Piper inside and outside. When he was acting, he wasn't really Roddy Piper, but it was still an extension of who he is.
Yeah.
He's a really good actor, surprisingly.
Yeah, because a lot of the guys on the mics, when they're good on the mics, they know how to control the crowd, and they make great actors because they know how to deliver those lines that need to be delivered. Whereas you have got like I think Kevin Owens is probably the best wrestler. Like I'm biased. I've seen him wrestle. I've met him because he's from Montreal. He's from Quebec, but he's an amazing wrestler. And when he gets on the mic, he's just as amazing on the mic as like Austin was back in the day.
True.
Okay, fair. I mean, I don't personally like a lot of the things he does, but I know that his heart is in the right place and he's doing stuff. He's just not my cup of tea. And I do still like seeing him occasionally. Just a bit too much of Kevin Owens gets a lot of fucking anger in front of me because I'm like, I've seen this 1,000 times. Just something else, can you? I mean, you have nowadays you have some amazing talent. Some of them are not good on the mic and need talk pieces. Some of them are given talk pieces because they don't have what to do with the actual talk pieces. Because like
Some of them aren't. Rusev is.
No, jokes aside, Rusev is also great on the mic. He is legitimately people like him because he's the Bulgarian dry humor runs really well.
Just a
with wrestling.
shitload of sarcasm, yeah.
Oh god, he's like, hey, Bob Root. And he says that and everybody just fucking loves it. And Bobby Root is now coined as Bob Root.
Like, I love Rusev. I didn't like him when he was in the Nation, like when they tried to do the League of Nations bullshit.
Yeah,
I like the new the Rusev Day thing was amazing, and unfortunately Vince, I guess he doesn't like Rusev.
No, it's not that. Apparently, as far as I understood it was Vince actually liked it because you have to be pretty fucking dumb to not okay something that is being chanted on the other shows because it was that massive. He was the wrestling for SmackDown Tuesday. The chants were heard on fucking Monday for him. His idiotic son, the best in the world, comes out and he's like, we're gonna have to give other people opportunities, and people just started chanting Rusev Day, all of them, and he soaks in and goes like, we'll think about it. It's like, what is there to think about it? Just fucking give him a run, see how it goes. People fucking they buy his merch like it's
Give
fucking
Bulgaria a chance.
No, it's not even that. He's worked hard. He's a really good wrestler. He knows what the fuck he's doing. Have
you seen how large he's gotten as well recently?
Do you know
Holy shit!
Yeah,
he's gone massive with him and Sheamus
fucking
too.
Mountain, yeah.
Do you know who his teachers are in wrestling? Because you have to go to wrestling school. His teachers are the Samoans, basically the Alpha school.
Oh, Jesus.
So yeah, he has the pedigree for it because he was taught by the fucking people who taught the Usos, the Rock, all of the Samoans. They have the gym, except Samoa Joe. He's the only one who's not been told by them. I don't know
Yeah,
why
but
the fuck
Joe is just a lumbering giant. He doesn't need to do anything.
No, Joe is also fucking amazing. He's a very technical wrestler, and he's also fucking great on the mic. He still doesn't get a chance. I was like, come on, it's there.
My biggest problem with Samoa Joe is he's always losing. He talks this big game, and he's like, "Oh, I'm the best. I can crush you." And then when he goes to like at pay-per-views, he's getting his ass handed to him, and you're like, I can't believe you're the best.
Are you implying he jobs a lot, or is he just...
No, because they use him like that. Because in most cases, people talk and they give them the chance. In his case, they're like, go and talk. He talks, and you're like, now you're gonna lose. It's the Dolph Ziggler, it's the Bray Wyatt. They're slotting a guy who's really good and is able to get shit done and sell you the product, make you fucking believe that he's that badass and he's that dangerous, and you don't use him. You fucking use other people who are not even close to his level, or people who are so fucking old they barely can do one match properly for 15 minutes, and they have to go off.
Goldberg.
Yeah, and he has to
Speaking of old wrestlers, have you seen the picture of Undertaker hugging his grandma?
Pardon?
Have you seen the picture of the Undertaker hugging his grandma?
No, I haven't seen that picture.
It's honestly, let me find it. I'll find it and I'll post it in the chat. It is one of the most wholesome things you will ever see in your life. But
like,
sorry, carry on.
Yeah, same with Taker. I mean, these people, they can barely do a 15-minute match with fucking help for it, and they fuck off for a goddamn 3 months. It is to get top spots and top places and top fucking matches, and you're like, I don't want to see them. They're people who genuinely do this shit day in, day out. They're the fucking grinders, and they get you through the fucking pay month. What the fuck? No one goes to watch fucking Goldberg wrestle. No one goes to see the other imbecile wrestle.
Taker?
No, the other one. Brock Lesnar.
Yep.
Lesnar.
I mean, at this point, Taker is fine, because Taker is like once a year he pops up, so people are like, oh yeah, for nostalgia reasons, I'm gonna go and check it out. Oh god, the guy barely fucking moves, he's in pain since the second minute. Please stop it now.
No sell McGee for Taker. That's
No,
what people...
Well, that's...
Not
Taker
Taker, sorry.
will
Lesnar, not Taker, sorry.
Yeah.
Lesnar will sell. Lesnar will sell, but the way they built him up is that he has to be destroyed. So like you need to constantly, like, he won't sell your first finisher because he's like, no, because if I do that, that makes everybody else that I didn't sell for their finisher shit. If you've beaten them, you know, like if they've beaten you, like, so let's say Roman Reigns, okay? Let's say it takes 5 Superman punches and 3 spears, okay, to beat Lesnar. Now, if Lesnar sold the first spear as a damaging, then like someone like Buddy Murphy, who did one finisher on Reigns and Reigns sold that, it's like, what are you doing? Like, I can't fucking undersell or sell to someone who's gotten like beaten by someone.
That's
you know? So he needs to be beat. You have to sell and sell, and that's the problem that they didn't do with what's his name, Braun. Braun, like, they were building him up as a monster, like Lesnar, but they fucked up because they made him sell to like Ray, you know. And I love Rey Mysterio. Ray is probably one of my favorite cruiserweights, and I think he should be back in the cruiserweight division because
they do need it.
They need someone big, and like Ray going there, man, it would fucking next level. But Ray, they're paying Ray big money to be on SmackDown, you know?
Yeah. I mean, also the problem is that nowadays finishers means jack shit.
Yes.
I remember back in the day when the finisher came up for whoever, and people went, oh! And then he'd whiff, and the other person would jump in and do theirs, and it was like an ultimate in like a MOBA game or something.
Yes, and the thing is, the first people did the whole no selling on the finishers and not getting pinned actually Stone Cold and fucking The Rock. And it made sense because they built it up.
Well, them two were like feuding for ages, so it does make sense.
and they built it up perfectly. So when it did, it actually hit you. You're like, oh, this actually means something.
It's like they hate each other so much that it can't let their
Yeah.
finishers work and stuff like that.
It's like they actually built it, made sense, and it's good. After that, everybody fucking started kicking out the finishers. So what the fuck are they called finishers?
Yeah.
Why did it just? And the problem is that most wrestlers
Super moves.
only know like fucking 10 moves at best, of which they have mastered 6.
Irish whip, jump off the top rope.
No, we're not talking basic moves here.
We're talking like super moves.
Yeah, like you have the super kick now is like useless because you have Ziggler who's doing it, you have Michaels who's doing it, Kevin Owen does the super kick. Like, so the super kick tuning up the band doesn't mean jack shit anymore.
The Usos did it as well.
The Usos do it. I think there's another cruiserweight that does the super kick, I think.
Maybe.
And it's like, okay, there's...
And when we think about it, it's a fucking super kick. It's not even difficult to do for them. I mean, in Michael's case, he built it up. It made sense. He built it up. You knew it was coming. You knew it was going to be big.
Yeah, he's tuning up the band, There's a whole thing to the Sweet Chin music.
And it made sense, but it lacks now. It's just like, it's just a kick to the face. It's called a super kick. As opposed to what?
Well, they used to call that like the big boot or something when people got kicked in the face with a boot.
No, but that's different. But the big boot is different. The big boot is when you basically like soccer
you run into a foot. So like you bounce. The big boot is when you bounce someone off the ropes from an Irish whip into your, like you just lift up your foot, like you're high fiving.
Okay,
I'm high fiving you with my foot, in essence. I'm high fiving your face with my foot. Whereas the super kick is you're hitting the side, like their chin with the side of your foot, like you're actually kicking them in the face.
Except that you don't. You hit your thigh with really loud, so it creates the same sound as being hit by it.
Yeah.
The guy has to sell perfectly. It's actually pulling off the selling part is way more difficult than the move because you need to time it perfectly.
Yeah, and so it's like a finisher that I really enjoy is Amber Moon's Eclipse.
Oh yeah, that was pretty decent.
It is insane. If you haven't seen it, she literally gets the top rope, she flips over you, and she gives you a stunner in essence.
Yeah.
It's fucking insane to see, and no one kicks out of that finisher because it's a pretty badass finisher.
It's protected, like Trips's, the
pedigree.
Yeah, the pedigree.
If it's hype as shit, you don't want people kicking out of it.
It's not hyped, basically, because Trips is so far up the fucking food chain, he can literally tell what the fuck's going. So basically, he made sure that his finisher gets protected. No one else's finisher is protected as much as that one. I want to this day that's the most one, the biggest.
There's
one.
only one other person who does the pedigree, and that's Rollins. And Rollins does it so infrequent now that's why it's a finisher. It's still considered a finisher because he doesn't use it every match. He only uses it occasionally on the match. And like the stunner too, like look how long the stunner was not allowed to be used. And then I think it was Becky Lynch was probably one of the first people to do it, and then Owens.
Wasn't it always before Becky Lynch? Because I remember Owens was in an interview and Stone Cold was pissed, and he was like, "Well, I mean, he used my stunner here, and because he used it against Roman Reigns." And Owens was like, "Yeah, I had to dig down deep and find something that would probably put him down, and this is the first one I came up with." And Stone Cold was like, "All right, sure. I mean, but could have called me and asked me for it. I mean, you have my number. I'm also grateful that you at least considered it that way and you did it justice, but still, you had to call it." And he was like, "I'm sorry, it was spur of the moment." I mean, which is kind of lies, but still kind of makes sense because they're still selling the stuff. And you're like, okay, I believe this. I mean, this could be actually a real thing if I didn't know better.
Yeah, like there's a few finishers, like Stone Cold's is protected because it's stone fucking cold, no one wants
glass shatters and everybody knows what's happening.
Yeah, like he probably has the second most iconic entrance to anybody. Like
I remember, anytime back in the day when somebody's on the mic and all of a sudden you hear the glass shatter and you go, "Oh no, oh no, here he comes."
Yeah, I was like, just like so fucking hype.
Here he comes in his leather vest.
Hey, that leather vest. kicked a lot of asses.
Hey, I had a Stone Cold shirt for the longest time, so it was a present for my cousin for my birthday. I wore that pretty much every day that summer. It was a different color by the end of summer. That's how much I wore it.
No, Stone Cold for me, like, he's up there. He's one of my favorite wrestlers. If I get a chance to see him, man, I do. I listen to his podcast because he's actually fucking smart. It's surprising.
Isn't he like a major in something? I forget what it was. Wasn't it like physics or chemistry, or is it? Or...
Oh well, chemistry. I see what you did there.
What?
I didn't. What did he do?
No, because he was on pain meds.
Oh shit! For his knee.
Yeah. No, for his neck and knee.
Oh, neck.
Because he broke. Yeah, because
it was Owens. It was
Owen
Hart
broke his neck. Yeah, broke his neck when
Jesus.
he tried to do a reverse tombstone and he landed badly. Yeah,
it was a pile. It was a pile driver.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, Owens put him too low in the pile driver, and so his neck stuck out, so it broke his neck or compounded his neck, and then he was off for such a long time, and that's how he came back at King of the Ring 96, was it?
Oh, don't remember the dates, but was it actually a bit? But yeah, I think so. But this was after he won the first King of the Ring, though, with the fabled 316 speech.
Yeah, no, the incident where he broke his neck came before the Austin 316. He broke his neck, came back to win King of the Ring against what's his name, Jake the Snake, and that's
no, it wasn't Jake the Snake because the 316 was for another person.
316 because Jake the Snake was was Bible thumping at the time. He was a Bible thumper, and he's like, Austin 316 just says I whooped your ass.
Maybe. I mean, I remember. I don't think it was. It was like. No, it wasn't Brian Pillman. Jesus. I mean, okay, let's say it's Jake. I can't remember who it was, but I'm not sure it was him. I think it was another mid-carder, which was basically famous for Austin's.
Hold on. I'm pulling up Austin 316 now. King of the Ring, Austin King. So yeah, it was the 96 King of the Ring.
Yeah.
And let me just see here. Quick facts. That's not what I want. Storyline. No. Foley, no.
Yeah, he did defeat Jake the Snake.
Metro, he beat Mero.
Yeah, that fucking joke.
Roberts, after the match, and injured him by hitting Vanderbomb. Warrior and Lawler. Undertaker. Main event match. Goldust. No. Yeah, it's Austin against Roberts.
Yeah.
And then after the match, Austin mocked Roberts' Bible preaching gimmick during his coronation as King of the Ring by uttering the famous quote, "You sit here and you thump your Bible and you say your prayers and it didn't get you anywhere. Talk about your palms, talk about your John 3:16. Austin 3:16 says, I just whooped your ass."
Yeah.
Give this man an Oscar for that read.
I mean,
the Oscar is coming your way, Phil.
The fucking speech was so good. Yeah, but yeah, after he broke his neck and the issues with the knees, he kind of got addicted to pain pills, because who wouldn't? I mean, technically, he was still in pain while he was wrestling, so fine. Then a couple of, it was like 2005, 2006, I think he got arrested because he roid raged and attacked his then wife. Jesus. The second one. Yeah, I mean, this is the fucking normal for wrestlers, especially back in the day. Because, roids and drugs and fucking pain pills and stuff, it's fucking crazy. It's like Perry Saturn, a fucking an amazing wrestler that never did that. Just so fucking bad. The guy was so fucking high on drugs. And yeah, I mean, some fucked up shit. But most of their lives are spent with the battling fucking addictions and stuff. Because you spend your whole year without any rest, in pain, and nothing helps except stimulants and like fuck. And this
Yeah.
is why unionization was never allowed in the WWE, because it did. Most of these people would have been helped and well.
God damn it, WWE.
Yeah, that's what I'm interested to see what AEW do, because they've been saying that, oh, we're gonna come in with a union for our workers and this shit, and I'm like, it's gonna be interesting. They said they're gonna have an off season too.
That's fine. I mean, here's the interesting part. Are they actually gonna get Sasha Banks that uses sack of shit? Please
Say
don't.
what?
Are they gonna get Sasha Banks and Bailey? AEW.
I don't think AEW is going to get Sasha Banks. She's still under contract. And because she's not working right now, the WWE is going to use this to keep her longer by saying, look, you weren't working, so this is your time off. You owe us so many hours of work. So that's what they're going to do.
Oh, good, because I don't want to see Sasha Banks anywhere. I just want her to go into the deep indies, the actually deep one.
You're not a fan of
sorry,
Sasha?
just go with Sasha Banks just to see who she was.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I think that Sasha Banks is probably one of the most overhyped fake personas I've seen in my entire life. I could smell the bullshit from fucking miles away. Apparently, I was not even close to the actual how much bullshit that whole thing is. And how much of a shitty person she actually is.
Oh shit, I didn't know that.
I mean, let me put it like this. After they lost the Women's Tag Team Championships, they learned before the match that they were gonna lose. They threw a fucking tantrum, her and Bailey throwing around and screaming and yelling.
Well,
And
that's... Has that been confirmed? Because I know I read it on some of the rap sheets that this that happened, but it hasn't been confirmed, has it?
I mean, I don't think anyone's gonna fucking confirm it, but the one thing that's been confirmed is, you know how Sasha Banks says that it's like, I'm one of you, I was a wrestler, child, yada yada yada. Apparently she doesn't have 2 minutes for fucking fans outside of confirmed the WWE meet and greets.
Oh shit.
That's been actually confirmed. And I was like, I know, because like I said, I can smell the fucking bullshit from miles away, and it fucking pisses me off, because, I mean, if I go with the fucking moniker that I'm an actual fan and whatever, I'm gonna fucking sell it, even if I'm not. I'm just gonna fucking sell it as much as possible. Like, I get it. Sometimes you just wanna have some quiet, and people just, come up to you. They don't know that you want some peace and quiet, fine, but there's proper ways to respond to this and ways that you should not respond, and everybody fucking goes to the second round. Because no one fucking does it. Because people like fucking CM Punk, yeah, he's also not particularly nice to most people when he's outside of meets and greets, but you can't expect it.
Maybe he is also playing face. Not face, he's also doing kayfabe.
No, he's not. I mean, the people enjoy the fan interactions, the people who don't. Brock Lesnar is one who doesn't. CM Punk is one who doesn't. There's many of them, and you kind of know it, but they never actually went out and said shit like, oh, I'm one of us, I'm a fan, I was also a fan. Because if you're a fan, you already know this shit.
See, I like Alexa Bliss.
Oh, I fucking love her. She's fucking amazing. And they've slot her to do no useless shit ever.
No, I mean, I like her also, not just as a wrestler. She's something else.
Yeah, she is.
She's pretty to look at too, I agree.
Yes, very.
She's way too pretty to look at, and she's way too good on the mic, and she's also really complex. I don't think she's like the best, but she has made some real progress.
Yeah, she has made great progress since coming back in that.
Yeah, I mean, her moves were varied, but they were kind of sloppy. But then again, the whole women's division wasn't as crisp as the men's. It's getting there, and it's gonna get there, obviously, because the women now that are in the federation are consummate professionals and know what the fuck they're doing and enjoying it. Even fucking Sasha knows what the fuck she's doing. I'm not gonna take that away from her. But
no,
yeah, I mean, it's gonna get that. They really are gonna get to the point that they're gonna be as good as the men. And I would enjoy seeing that. Because
some of them are there. It's just they don't get teamed with the right people, so they can't pull off this.
The chemistry kind of maybe occasionally lacks. Alexa had some fucking matches with the others, but let's say Becky Lynch and Alexa, there's no chemistry. It just doesn't work.
No, I love Lynch. I'm a big supporter of the man.
The man.
Yeah, she's the man.
She's
Called
the man.
Yeah, she's the man.
God damn it.
Don't ask. Yeah, I mean, I also like her. I also like her, see her work. But sometimes, you know, the chemistry is not there. On paper, it should be amazing, but in reality, it just doesn't. Something doesn't.
No. Yeah, it happens. Like, you know, some wrestlers don't work well together. She can get off. She can work with a lot of great workers, but if they're not up to the quality, and it's hard to carry them. You know.
Well, I mean, there are people who could carry. In the men's, there are people who actually carried matches. John Cena carried a lot of matches, even though I fucking despise him as a wrestler. He really carried some matches.
I know.
Just the guy could actually pull off a match.
He still can.
I mean, yeah, but nowadays he doesn't. Nowadays he's more loose when he does. He actually varies. He has more moves and he's enjoying himself because it isn't a fucking management goal like, John, you have to do a 30-minute match now against fucking Randy Orton, and you have to spar it for 30 minutes and do the same shit because we need to sell more fucking t-shirts. He's like, okay, fine, goes out, and it's like 30 minutes of going from the 5 moves of doom that he has because he's a babyface. He goes like 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3 for 30 minutes before he hits 4 and 5.
Shit, do you actually remember when we went to see that pay-per-view where he fought The Rock at the end? Where that match went... No, it was you, me, Vesco, and the other Evo.
Oh, you mean when we watched WrestleMania?
Yeah, the most boring match in existence where him and The Rock just spent 45 minutes just hugging each other. It was like...
Yeah, because The Rock was not on par with Cena, and Cena had to try and figure out a way to carry the fucking match, and he tried his best. No, it doesn't always work, but when, especially in the case of The Rock, who hasn't been a wrestler for a fucking decade and more, he can't fucking stand in the ring for 5 minutes without him just losing everything. Yeah. He may look fucking tough, but you can't beat the stuff and just not be able to do 15 minutes in the ring.
Yeah, it's you're asking a guy who's been out of the ring or who is in the ring for 5 minutes most of the time to put on a huge match. It's not happening.
Yeah, it's like I was kind of pissed because this should have been a CM Punk main event. Babies against Cena. I fucking love seeing that because those are classics. Both of them put always a good show when they were working each other. I was like, but now I had the fucking Rock 30 minutes of them sitting. I was like, oh god, fucking damn it, this is shit's bad. Next year they went and did it again, and it was better. Because this time The Rock actually prepared a bit. It wasn't like half an hour of them just hugging. It was more like 15 minutes.
More 50 minutes hugging, another 50 minutes of pacing.
Of actual wrestling. They actually did wrestle. I mean, it was the weirdest thing ever. But yeah, I mean, it's just some things that should just stay dead.
Yeah, fair enough.
And never go back. Oh yeah, so let's get back to the movies. We can talk about.
Phil, do you want to stick around to listen to us talk about They Live, or?
No, I'm gonna bounce out.
I realize you're playing Rust, so I didn't really want to bother you, but I thought we're talking about Rust.
How do you know I'm playing Rust?
It says it on Discord.
Ah, crap. Yeah.
It says play. It says right there, playing Rust.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, how did you find Rust? I have a couple friends who play Rust, and they tell me I should play it, but I don't want to play Rust.
It's not bad. I'm on a Canadian server, so it's like
everybody's
everybody's super nice.
And a lot of
like they're apologizing when they kill me. You know, it's nice.
I'm sorry I took your stuff.
Yeah, but it's like it's a noob server, so I'm still learning everything, just getting used to the mechanics. It's not bad. It's not like, oh my god, this is the greatest game ever made.
No, people are saying it's a lot better from its launch times. So.
Well, I think because a lot of things went after the launch, and the one thing they did is they opened mods. So there's certain servers that have mods on them, and the mods that actually make the game playable, because every server can technically be a different fucking game, makes it interesting. At least for me, it would make it interesting, but I'm not looking to playing King Lost right now.
I'm playing COD 4.
You should play a medieval.
I will play a medieval as well. God, leave me alone.
God? There is no God.
Only Roddy Piper.
No.
Well, Phil, thanks for popping in on short notice. That was very
it's my
very
pleasure.
Nice of you.
It's always great to talk with you boys, and especially when we're talking wrestling.
Yeah. Also, when are you coming over? Because you've still not confirmed anything about that.
Sorry, you cut out.
When are you coming over? You said you were coming over, but you didn't say when.
Due to some personal situation, I'm not coming over this month.
God damn it. Okay.
I
No, that's
know.
fine. That's fine.
Trust me, I want to come over, but some personal family things I can't. So
That is understandable.
For the meantime, I am not coming over, but I will be coming over and seeing your beautiful face.
Yes. Yeah, Evo, Phil's coming over to the UK soon-ish.
Okay, which part of the UK are you planning to visit?
Actually, the original plan was to do London one day and then head up to Leeds to do a northern part. So at least, like, I know Rory was planning on coming down.
Yeah, Rory said he was going to come down, but it was like he wasn't sure. So people then started saying, "Let's meet up in the north," because it was going to be easier for all of us.
Yeah, but north is always easy.
So Leeds, because Leeds isn't too far from Carlisle.
Yeah,
the host of at least 18 podcasts. I think he's at
pretty
right
much.
now.
Yeah, he's like crushing it. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, he's the new Jason. If you guys are still you guys are a little new for Jason, but Jason used to do like 4 podcasts.
Christ.
Yeah, he used to do 4 podcasts, and yeah, he's getting back into the podcasting world. I chatted with him for a bit, but he has a family, so he's doing a CrossFit one right now. So if you want, you can always check out his stuff. He's always good.
I need to watch the new CrossFit Olympics. They're probably up.
Oh
yeah.
I love watching them because they're fun. They're fun. They're very well made documentaries.
Wait, if the CrossFit Olympics are up, that means that fucking Eugene Test is gonna have a video.
Oh no! But yeah, Phil, I was gonna suggest Manchester as a meeting point because that's also kind of close to everywhere else.
What, Manchester?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Manchester is always amazing.
Because if it's Manchester, you can literally fly into there as well. Evo's an hour away from it. I'm 3 hours away from it, so it's like.
I also know the best place for fucking chicken.
Also, yeah, Manchester's got a lot of food.
Yeah, well, I'm not a big Manchester fan. I'm a Derby boy. I'm a Derby boy.
He likes Derby.
So, because one of the expats that live over here in Montreal that I'm good friends with, he started me in on the football, and he's a Derby boy. He grew up in Derby, so he's a Ram. And since he got me into it, I have to follow it. You know.
It's all right. No, I'm just saying it's a good metropolis for everybody to meet at because it's.
Fine. I'm a Manchester.
We can all go to Waterstones.
Oh yeah, we can go to Waterstones. I can imagine their faces. Goddamn, a Canadian, a Bulgarian, the guy that's Bulgarian but sounds American. Goddamn Carlo.
And fucking Rory with his fucking Glaswegian twang shows up as well. Yeah, this is gonna be.
And it was like, is this a beginning of a bad joke? Because we haven't leave. It was like.
Also, or we can all just come to Glasgow, and I don't have to go anywhere. No, that works too.
No, you're going to Manchester, boy.
Damn it.
There is a plan for me to go up to Edinburgh and Glasgow and that, because I have Scottish blood in me, so I do need to get up there and see it. But the trip is literally going to be a weekend in and out, pretty much.
Yeah, you can't really see much in a weekend.
No, it's pretty much. It's going to be. I'm going to see the bottom of pints.
No, but that's the best part about it. We could just get sloshed. Just honestly, let me know. Let us all know like as soon as, so I can get that weekend off, so I can come down for like a couple of days.
Yeah, I will be letting everyone know when I'm going to be jumping over. Hopefully, it's going to be this year. I just need to plan when.
No, it's your time. You know, you take your time. Nobody's pushing you to do it. So
yeah, it's fine. We know life happens.
Yeah.
Yes. So, all right, boys, I'm going to let you go.
Enjoy the rest of your night, good sir. Thank you for joining us.
It was my pleasure.
Thank you for your input on wrestling, because I swear to God, you're the only person I can talk here about wrestling.
I'm useless.
I mean, if this continues, I'll find a guy to talk about mathematics, and what the fuck are we even doing now?
And I'll just leave the podcast to you and be like, nope.
I'm not doing mathematics. I'm out.
No. All right,
half
later,
an
Phil.
hour.
Enjoy the game. We'll see you later.
Enjoy, man.
All right, night, guys.
Night. Well, that was something.
Right, so let's continue on the movie.
Let's. It's only been 45 minutes of us talking about wrestling, so.
I mean, the interesting thing is like wrestling has a really amazing history about it.
True.
You have to dig in at least.
We should make this a section, just impromptu Phil. We just have Phil show up for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
He says, "Thank you, guys. Thank you as well, good sir." There we go. Yeah, we should just have Phil just show up in random spots of the podcast and just talk with us. Like, hey, it's Phil. It's like you know when the audience phones in on a talk show. It'd be that.
Yeah. So.
So Roddy Piper is a free roaming urban nomad who's looking for a job in a new city.
A free roaming entrepreneur.
Yes.
Let's go with that one. Who goes and can't find a job, and he has to sleep outside.
He's in a homeless camp. Yeah.
Yeah, and he finds a job at the station that.
He tries to get a job at the bank at first. Yeah.
No, it wasn't the bank. It was a bureau.
Was it? It was.
Yeah.
You can tell. He's not a stupid man. From the start.
And he notices some weird stuff happening around the camp, like people cutting on TV with the "They live among us."
Yeah.
The speech.
All of a sudden, a fucking
and he
broadcast.
puts two and two together that the people who do this are the same people that run the camp.
Yeah.
So he goes in, and he finds out about the stuff by having a pair of sunglasses.
That's afterwards. He finds them after everybody gets raided by the police.
Yeah, and the raid is fucking so brutal. That's the thing, though. It's not like amazingly shot. It's shot in such a way that the brutality you can tell about it.
No, it's shot in a way that's disorienting because that's how you would feel if the police come up and raid your homeless camp.
And he finds the glasses, pulls them on, and sees that everything you see. This is the most anti-tourism. This is basically Carpenter saying, "Fuck you, the capitalism."
Yeah. Also, it's Carpenter yet again putting a message out there, but it's also just like all of the rest of his films. It really holds up in modern times.
I mean,
I think that's kind of the scariest part about this film.
Nah, I mean, he went with this on a purpose. That was the point of it. And like I said, it actually pretty well done.
Yes.
And the idea is just basic shit, about the mind control and stuff.
Yeah.
Whatever. And he puts the glasses, everything's black and white, and where the colorful stuff that we're used to see is just basically blank with just one word message.
Usually obey or procreate.
Wait, do they came up with this movie? The Obey brand. You know, the fuck boy.
Obey, the brand. Oh.
The fuck boy brand.
The fuck boy brand. No, that's Supreme.
I mean, it wasn't Obey part of the
no, Supreme's separate. Supreme is the hype beasts. They're not exactly anything else. But no, what was I gonna say? I was saying that this film, like, what I like about it the most, I think, not that it holds up, but how can I put it? I realized that after watching it today, it's a fucking noir film.
Oh yeah, it is.
It is 100% a film noir, but set in a very odd sort of 50s style.
Well, no, I mean, remember what I talked when I talked about Candyman second?
Yes.
With the series, it's the same principle behind it, just done in a different way. Because Candyman 2, the whole point was finding the oppressive modern day where everything's broken down with graffiti in the Candyman. You can see the decadence, degradation that happens. Here, when he puts on the glasses and where he lives, that's where that same thing happened.
Yeah.
But when he puts on the glasses, it turns into a noir movie because it's basically black and white.
No, but I'm saying the whole feel of the film is noir. The whole opening bit where he's just walking down the street and the sax is playing in the background. I mean,
the movie is a bit more layered than most people give it credit for. But
all it's missing is like a fucking Roddy Piper reading a monologue in the background.
Chandler and all that.
I walked down the city streets. I walked past the construction site where I got my job. After having worn these glasses, I now know the secrets that dwell beneath, or something. You know what I mean? It's very noir. It's very.
That's the Raymond Chandler.
Yeah.
Man, that's fun. But, I mean, I do like that.
Yeah.
It gets timely feeling, but it's made for a very specific time that makes sense.
Sorry, you're kind of breaking up. I don't understand what's going on here.
Why?
Yeah, I can't. You're breaking up, sir.
Eight.
Evo's become a robot. This is great.
Fucking this up again.
The what now?
Discord screwed up.
Oh, there we go. You're better now.
Yeah, the whole one thing was made for a different time era, the different period. It made perfect sense.
Yeah. It feels like it's an homage. Again, Carpets are just homaging 50s films that he clearly loves. An atmosphere and the way it's shot, especially this one, the way it's shot.
Surprisingly, I also love them, but they do have this homely feeling. It's like this stage of good movies where acting main issue about the mediocre. It was all about the acting.
Yes.
And it made perfect. Nowadays, mostly effects, which kind of off occasionally.
It's more about the characters and the setting, not that much about the flashiness of it.
Yeah, and here when after he finds the glasses, it turns into a cop chase scene where he sprouts the most iconic lines ever, including the famous Duke Nukem one. I came here to kick ass at you bubblegum.
And I'm all out of bubblegum.
And I'm all out of gum. This is the most butchered Duke Nukem accent I can do.
I got balls of steel. It's not my favorite bit in that is when he puts the glasses on for the first time in the flower shop, is it, or something? Or the jewelry shop, and he's reacting to everybody around him like who's an alien and who's not.
This was afterwards. In the beginning, he put them on the street and saw shit. Then he went to a newspaper station.
Yeah, that's where he saw the guy. But then he goes into the shop and he's like, "You, look at you! You look normal when I put them on, but her, what's wrong with you?"
She looks like a formaldehyde baby.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
And he's freaking out, and all of a sudden, obviously, the aliens catch on, and he's like, "The fuck did you just say?" He didn't even hear the woman say, "We found one that can see." No, he's freaking out. He's just like fucking. He's going. It's great.
Which is weird because they move in a way that would respect it, three-dimensional space, but the other people just don't fucking react to it. Like, what? Whatever. The smoking holes in a movie that's supposed to not make much sense.
See. Well, no, people are brainwashed to the point now where they don't see. They don't acknowledge the weird things.
The one thing I love about this movie is the reaction between Roddy Piper and the black guy, whose name I always fucking forget.
Keith David.
Yeah.
Friend of the show, Keith David.
I
wish Keith David was a friend of the show.
What else was he in? Because I swear
he's
to God,
Childs in The Thing.
Oh, that's why he was so popular.
He's in the first Chronicles of Riddick film.
Oh, he was
one of the Power Rangers is in that film as well. He's in
he was also which makes no, actually he would be in the second. He would be in the second Chronicles of Riddick movie because the only black.
He's in the first one, the very first one.
Because in the Pitch Black, because in Pitch Black, should be the Islamic.
He's the Islamic preacher in that one, yes.
Who survived and then died in the second beginning.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, he was in the first one. And also, Firas Dirani is on that one, and he was a Red Ranger in one of the Power Ranger shows.
Yeah. Okay. Fine.
Yeah, in Mystic Force. I remember watching Mystic Force.
But that's a fucking pedigree. I'm still watching fucking in space and just go, how the fuck do you pronounce Kuryanka? What the fuck is that name?
But yeah, so the best reaction is him going, put the glasses on, and him going, fuck you, I'm not putting no glasses on. And they have one of the best fights.
Yeah, and by the way, here's the true thing. Roddy Piper was a junior champion in boxing.
Yes.
He's a
And
legitimate badass.
You can tell the amount of no-selling he does during that fight at one point.
Well, no, it wasn't purpose. He was the president in Rick and Morty.
He was, yes.
God damn it.
So, yeah,
he was Flame King in Adventure Time. Huh.
It was.
Never watched
There
Adventure
was. You should, by the way. It's pretty good.
It's just too much.
Like, it's so much stupidity going on in this film, especially that fight, which lasts about 10 minutes of the film, where it's literally Roddy Piper going, "Put the glasses on," and Keith David, whose character up until this point is sort of like he's very.
No, he's the guy who has a family and he doesn't have a job, and the way he provides for his with this job, so he wants to keep it.
Yes.
Because otherwise, he was also in The Cape. Oh my!
Yes, he's in a lot of films. Yes, but anyway,
no, The Cape was TV series. It's the first superhero TV series that never went anywhere, sadly, but it's pretty decent. It's actually pretty decent.
I've never watched it. But yeah, it's his character up until that point is a very non-believer type, and Roddy Piper's like, "Put the glasses on, see what I see." He goes, "No," and so they fight over the glasses, and again they spout. It's like one of the most pathetic fights, because it's what a fight in real life would look like. It's just two dudes punching the ever-living fuck out of each other, and like kicking each other in the balls, and the bit where he swings like. I don't want to hurt you. He picks up a fucking, like a 2x4, and he swings it, breaks the car window, and he goes, "Oh, I didn't mean to do that."
Then he puts the glasses, sees the light. Well,
yeah.
The light, brother. Then Before that, Roddy Piper, after he escaped, because he was shooting up a bank and killing all the aliens, and he got a rando chick who almost killed him.
Yes, the typical female character in a Carpenter film who shows up and turns out to be the femme fatale, who then pushes him off a fucking cliff, and he falls for like a good 20 meters down a cliff, and he just gets up and walks it off.
Yeah,
that's when you go, "Yep, this man clearly is the bait ace that we need." The bait ace we truly need.
He was Valor in fucking Planescape Torment. My God,
Keith David Yeah, yes. He's in a lot of things. That's what I'm saying.
He's a patron of the fucking show at this point. We would have a fucking picture of him on top of our fucking beds, just sitting there. Cause
Mr. David, can we have you on the podcast, please?
He's the voice of Valor in Planescape. My God.
Yeah, he's in a lot of. As I said, Keith David is great, and he's in a lot of stuff.
Also, he's the voice of Spawn in Todd McFarlane's Spawn TV series.
You should hear. He sounds really good in that as well.
I know. I mean, I do think that they actually did justice to Spawn.
Yeah, speaking of that, I was reading somewhere that Todd McFarlane said he might have to go to crowdfunding for his film because nobody wants it.
Oh, he was also the narrator in Okoto in Princess Mononoke in English, wasn't he?
Yep.
Not sure. My God. And he was also Apollo the Sun God in Hercules.
Yep. Keith David is fucking great, man.
And this is the Disney animation, by the way.
Yeah.
Anyway, Goliath with fucking gargoyles.
Yeah. Again, Keith David is the man. So yeah, they fight. So he eventually like puts the glasses on him and he sees what's going on.
Yeah, and they go to this meeting with the other people and they give them contact lenses.
Yeah, so they don't have to wear the glasses because the glasses actually, they make a point to say that you shouldn't wear the glasses too long because they mess with your head.
Yeah.
They make you feel tired and stuff.
And they went on they tried to take down the.
Just as they were converging to like get the meeting sorted, they get ambushed by the aliens.
And the woman, the femme fatale, returns.
Yes.
And
turns out she's part of the resistance.
Kinda.
But then it turns out later that she's not. She was working for the aliens the whole time.
Yeah.
Who aren't even aliens. They're like, again, they use a scientific thing where they're like about photons traveling at the speed of light, so you can move between spaces or something. They use about the portal.
Yeah, the space between spaces, and they go under and they get to the goddamn transmitter that.
The favorite bit where the portal opens up by mistake behind him, and Piper goes, "Jump down there!" And Keith David goes, "I don't know what shit's down there. I'm going nowhere."
Yeah.
Because the conversations in this film are all like incredibly genuine. the way it's written and the way the characters react to stuff, it feels very real. You know what I mean? It feels very wholesome, very sort of. I can't even put it. That's what I mean. It feels real. It feels like real people are reacting to this kind of stuff because that's how a real person would react. It's like, we need to jump down this. No, we ain't jumping nowhere. I don't know what shit's down there. Well, would you rather be killed? Oh, that's a good point. But yeah, then they get to the station. They get to the, I guess, end of the film.
Yeah.
And it turns out that the human elite and all the bigwigs have been involved with the aliens this whole time, and they were, carousing things, and they were basically getting bribed by the aliens to coax
to let them, to let them operate. And turns out that the femme fatale is actually working, and she kills fucking child. I'm sorry, Keith.
Keith David, yes, friend of the show.
Yes, no, patron god of the show.
Patron saint. Him and Tim Roth.
Yeah. And Nick Cage.
And Nick Cage. Saint Nick, Saint Keith, and Saint Tim.
And we forgot the one and only Idris Elba. He's not a saint.
He's just Idris Elba.
No,
he doesn't need it.
He's the Idris Elba.
He's the deity. The deity Elba.
The deity Elba. Yeah, so...
there you go. That's the name of the podcast. Elba the deity.
No, it should be Saint Keith, Saint Nick, Saint
okay,
Kim,
that'll be it.
and Elba Deity Elba.
Deity Elba. Okay.
It's just that sounds like a fucking Delta ice cream. I would try to.
I would eat it.
Yeah, and the woman.
Speaking of that, you should watch the Idris Elba Hot Ones interview where he eats hot wings. You know the show on YouTube where they eat the hot wings. They have like guys interviewing them, and they're eating progressively hotter chicken wings as the questions go on. And he was in one of the previous. It was him and not Kirsten. What's her name? The Veronica Mars is on the latest one.
Yeah, Kristen Stewart.
Yeah, she's on the latest one. But yeah, the one with Idris Elba it's fucking great because he talks about The Wire and all that shit, and it's a really good episode.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, so they end up blowing the transmitter at the end.
And Roddy Piper sacrifices his life because he also kills the femme fatale who has a gun. And it's like this, and everybody just looks at the aliens. The funniest thing is like this prostitute is on top of a guy, just humping him. And she looks at him, and she looks at TV, looks at him, and he's like, What's wrong? Best
part about that is when Roddy Piper blows up the transmitter and he gets shot down, he just gives a middle finger to the choppers before...
Yeah.
Like, everything stops and all of a sudden people can see the aliens amongst them. And I feel like that's the best part of the whole film because it's just funny. It's just people turning around going, the fuck? Yeah, and it's the guy fucking the woman. And she looks down and he's all blue and big googly eyes and he's like, what's up, babe?
What's wrong, baby?
Cut to credits. Perfect. Just a perfect ending. You don't need to explain anymore. People can see the aliens now. There's no government. There's nothing. See, nowadays people would like critique that and be like, "Oh, what about where did they come from? Where did they go? Where did they come from?"
No. Yeah. I mean, yeah. So it's a pop cultural phenomenon. This movie. It has influenced a lot. I mean, it's literally every line in this movie, the most iconic one. Made is reiterated by what the fuck did I just say?
It's been
by Duke Nukem of all people, who made it even more, and people realized that this is the movie they watched. They're like, "Oh, this is actually pretty good."
It is a good, and a typical Carpenter fashion. You don't have too much backstory in your villains.
Next week, I am not going. What?
I'm saying in typical Carpenter fashion, it's not about the villains that much, and it's not even about that. It's about the personal journey of the character going through all this.
Yeah, okay.
Which we don't get too much of nowadays, which is a shame.
So, next week...
Yes.
I'm not gonna give you a Carpenter movie.
Unacceptable. But
I'll give you a Roddy Piper one.
Oh yes. What's the film?
Hell Comes to Frogtown.
What?
Oh, wait.
I've never heard of this film before.
Because you live under a rock and it's a rock,
do
you
live
have
under
to
a
kill
rock.
yourself because you did this shit. It's unacceptable.
Hell comes to oh, there's a sequel as well.
Oh no, there's a whole fucking plethora of those movies. No, but you're gonna watch just the first one.
Okay, I
I
will
have
watch it.
Hell Comes to Frogtown, 1988. Fucking Roddy Piper. It has. Oh my god, the people in this movie. This is such a good movie. It's so fucking fun. Sometimes. It's just. With Donald G. Jackson. Sorry. Trust me. And he also directed.
Okay.
It's just this movie is just.
Okay.
And how directors don't have even pictures on.
After a nuclear war, the survivors are divided between horribly mutated beings who live on desolate reservations and fertile women who are searching for for scarce virile men in order to multiply, start a new human society. Okay, I'm watching this for next week, I suppose.
Yes. You're dumpster diving with me.
Oh, I don't care. I was talking to Desi about the films. She was like, so...
Also, one of the people who was an actor in this movie used to be in Star Wars Return of the Jedi as Yot Oren, Stormtrooper, and Skiff Master, but he's uncredited.
That's a shame.
Bad.
But I was talking to Desi last night when we went to watch the play, and she was like, so... have there actually been any bad films? I'm like, yeah, but they were fun bad, you know. We always... And if I gave a bad film to Evo, he'd give a bad film to me, and vice versa. So, at the end of the day, we haven't had a bad show so far when it comes to films. So
I mean, if you want me to actually go dumpster diving some shit.
No, please, no, sir, please no.
I'm going to have to open the fucking Word document I know I have.
He has a Word document, so of course he does. Right, I'm gonna play the intro again as an outro because I'm cheap. Outro. So, thank you all for listening. Thank you very much for being with us tonight. Thank you, Phil, for joining the show out of nowhere. Blessed be you, Phil. And blessed be. And we will see you all next week on the Voices from Behind podcast. I have been Eva. Who have you been?
I have been the other Evo, I think, or maybe the first Evo. The Alpha Evo.
No. I am the Alpha Omega.
No,
Quadruple.
No. I am the Alpha.
No.
The Omega, you're the Beta Evo. The Omega Evo is still in Bulgaria.
I am the Omni Evo. Okay, never mind. I'm playing the...
You are not.
Shut up. I'm playing the thing. Shut up. Alright, I'll see y'all next week. Okay, bye.
You're not omniscient. I'm omnipotent.
God damn it. Music is...